I've come up with something. My uncle, John Russell, is being sent to Devil's Claw, and guess who he'll be pretending to be? Johnny Rage, the all-American terrorist himself. Of course I'll leave for the island at once. Don't worry, I'll get there. Our mission is too important to leave to chance or to others. No. Kate, I'll contact you as soon as I can.
I'm so glad you came down.
Oh, when I heard the news about Jamie, I rushed right over. I know I should feel terrible for him, but it's you and Dad I really feel for.
Things have gotten even worse. I told him I couldn't defend him.
Well, of course you can't defend your own son.
He said I don't believe in his innocence, and your father said the same thing. And Kate, they're right.
Mom, he hasn't given you any reason to believe him.
But I'm his mother. I should be able to stick with him no matter what.
Seems to me what Jamie needs right now is not hand-holding, but an old-fashioned kick in the pants. I think that's the only way we can get him to help himself.
Kate, he's your brother. Why don't you talk to him? Tell him the same thing.
Oh, Mom, what's the point? He's ruined his own life without my help. I feel really sorry for him, but I've got troubles of my own.
What's the matter?
I take that back. My life is just fine, thanks.
Kate Sanders, why do you always say everything's fine when obviously it's not?
And why are you trying to get me to lead a proper life? I like my life the way it is. Thank you.
I'm not.
Oh, Kate, you're here too. Good. Have you met your brother, Jamie? He could use a little moral support right now.
From what I hear, he could use a lot more than that. How are you, Jamie?
Terrific. I love being handcuffed and booked for murder. It makes my day. But I'm not going to let a little thing like that get me down. Kate, what do you say we go to the clubs tonight?
Are you serious?
Jamie, shouldn't you be looking for a lawyer?
Mom, come on. Lawyers are a dime a dozen. I want to show the world I'm not hiding out somewhere. Kate, what do you say? Dad says I need some moral support.
Well, okay, if it'll make you feel better for the night.
Great. I'll just make a few calls to find out where the hot spot is tonight.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Mr. and Mrs. Buchanan are here.
Oh, God, I can't.
Clint and
Charles.
Vicky are here?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I can't very well turn them away, darling. Send them in, Payson. Yes, sir.
Maybe I should let you talk.
No, it's all right, Kate. I want you to meet them. Hi, Charles.
Vicky?
Charles,
Clint?
Judith, sorry for the intrusion. We know this can't be an easy time for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Please, sit down.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Judith, I want you to know how very sorry we are about what's happened to your son.
Thank you.
I don't think you've met our daughter, Kate.
Hello. Hello, Mrs. Buchanan.
Nice to meet you.
Mr. Buchanan. You've all heard the good news about your baby. I'm sure you're tremendously relieved.
Oh, relieved and ecstatic, and that only begins to describe it.
We hope to have similar good news ourselves as soon as our son is vindicated.
Actually, it's your son we came to see.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I really don't want to subject him to a press interview at this time.
No. No, we didn't come representing the banner. No, this is a personal matter, something that's very important to me, if you don't mind. Well, in that case, Kate, why don't you get your brother?
Of course.
Well, while we're waiting for Jamie, may I get you something to drink?
No,
No,
thank you.
no thanks.
We're really not going to take up that much of your time. Vicky, excuse me, but this seems very mysterious. Actually, I'm hoping to clear up a mystery.
You wanted to see me?
Jamie, this is Mr. and Mrs. Buchanan. Actually, Jamie and I have met. That's why I'm here.
Really? I don't remember you ever mentioning that you know Mrs. Buchanan?
I don't. Mrs. Buchanan, I'm sorry, you must be mistaken. I don't believe we've ever met before.
Jamie, it was at night, in the parking lot of the Green Dragon restaurant. I pulled in there, and you were standing
Well,
there.
it must have been somebody else.
No, it wasn't. It was you. Now, I spoke with you. I asked you if perhaps there wasn't another Green Dragon restaurant
Mrs.
with a drugstore.
Buchanan, I don't know of any Green Dragon restaurant.
Do you think I'm making all this up, then?
Oh, Vicky, certainly not. All Jamie is saying is that perhaps you were mistaken when you thought you spoke with someone who
No,
resembled
it
him.
was your son, Charles. Jamie, why are you lying?
Now, wait just a minute.
Look, I did not come here to cause any more trouble for you. I simply want you to acknowledge that you saw me there. Jamie, are you sure you didn't see her?
Mrs. Buchanan, I have answered your question. I don't know what the problem is, but I've got enough of my own. Excuse me.
No, please. Please, wait. You have to...
Sweetheart. Honey, I think we've intruded on the Sanders long enough.
He is your son, and you love him, and I understand that. But it was him. He was there, and he saw me. I know it was him.
Sweetheart, let's go.
Yes, I'm sorry to have bothered you. Believe me, it was him.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, that's just about all we needed today, isn't it?
I believe her.
You what?
Jamie was lying. It's second nature to him now. He lies about everything.
It seems to me that lately you're siding with everyone else against our own son. Is that your idea of family loyalty? It's not mine.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
I mean, Landview is nice and everything, but you've got Paradise.
Sometimes paradise isn't everything it's cracked up to be. I took a bribe from Jamie Sanders. I ran away when I could have just told the police the truth and put him in jail.
The important thing is you came back. You did it to help save Dan Womack and also to nail Jamie Sanders.
Yeah, but if it comes down to his word against mine, who are they going to believe? The son of an ambassador or an ex-con who took his money and ran? Oh, Dorian, I took the money and ran. Can you ever forgive me?
Jeannie, you are my friend, past, present, and future. I not only forgive you, I'm darn proud of you.
You really must learn to relax, Agrippina, and savor the moment.
How can I, when this moment is filled with danger? You may easily be the most wanted man in the Western world, Dmitri.
Such flattery, my dear, will get you everywhere.
And to sit here in the most public spot where any American agent could recognize you.
All I'm trying to do is to savor the civilized pleasures of Jamaica before sailing off to that godforsaken bunker at Devil's Claw.
At least there we'll have protection.
You mean isolation? You know how this eagle hates to be caged.
Does the eagle prefer to be arrested and put before a Dorian firing squad?
Of course not. I've resigned to hiding out at Devil's Claw until the auction is complete and the anti-missile control system is exchanged for a lot of cash.
Good, then let's go there right now, before anybody recognizes you.
Dmitri.
Excuse me?
Oh, it's only Orestes. Yes.
I have news, Colonel, and I don't think you're going to like it.
You promised me you'd personally supervise the defenses and put in the provisions. What could the problem possibly be?
The island has been sold.
Sold?
To an unnamed American. Someone from Landview, Pennsylvania.
I will not allow it. We cannot afford intruders. Not now.
Yes, of course.
If anyone interferes in our plans, they must be dealt with. Is that clear?
Understood.
Let's take him.
Got a good card.
Okay.
Two. All right, got one.
4. Go ahead. No, you can't put those on top. All right, take them from the bottom.
Okay.
3. Wait a minute. Oh, I won. Well, it's about time, huh? Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, guys, how's it going? Very late.
Hi, Clark. Hi, Clark. Can you play?
Reinforcements at last.
No, I'm sorry. I'm afraid we don't have time.
Yeah, we just stopped by to say goodbye to your mom and dad, and then we're gonna rush off.
Oh, well, they're not here.
Oh, what a shame. We'll send a postcard, huh? Come on, honey.
Tina, wait a second here.
Cord, what's this about a postcard?
Clint, Vicky, look, we just stopped in to say we're so happy that Jessica's back home safe and sound.
Oh, yeah, when we heard the news, we were really thrilled.
Thank you very, very much, both of you.
You two care to join us for dinner?
No, we won't have time. We're going on a vacation.
Yeah, I already checked it out with Briggs. He gave me the time off, but another reason I stopped by was to make sure everything was all right with you and Vicky.
Oh, fine. Of course, we're gonna miss you.
Oh, well, we're not going to be gone that long, just a couple of days, right, Tina?
Yes. Yes, of course. Oh, Vicky. Vicky, I'm gonna miss you the most.
Tina? Come on, you're talking like you're going away forever.
I know, just for a couple
couple days, that's all. But I would like to kiss the baby goodbye.
Well, fine by me. I'll take you upstairs.
Well, can the boys come too?
Yes, of course, the more the merrier. Cord, you want to come?
Oh, yeah. I'd like to speak to Cord for a minute, if you don't mind.
All right, come on, troops.
Look, Clint, if this is not a good time for me to take a trip, I mean, if you need me at the banner, I can just stick
No,
around.
no. It's not the banner I'm worried about. Cord, I feel like I can talk to you. And I'll tell you, if I don't talk to somebody, I'm going to bust wide open.
What's wrong?
The police still have some questions about the kidnapping.
Uh-huh.
And they all point right back to Nicky Smith.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Vicki and I just came back from the Sanders mansion. We went over there to see their son, Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Vicki is certain that he saw her in the parking lot of the Green Dragon the night that Jessica was returned. Now, that would mean that she couldn't be in two places at the same time, so therefore she couldn't have changed into Nicky Smith.
Yeah, right.
But he denies it. He denies the whole thing. He said that...
No.
He said that Vicki was making it all up. So I gotta ask you, what do you think? Do you think it's possible that Vicki imagined it?
What do you plan on doing with that $50,000?
Oh, well, I already spent half of it. You know me and money.
Jeannie, you've spent 20... at least you've still got 25,000 left.
Yeah, but I've got a few debts, and I need a couple cashmere sweaters. So I was thinking, Dorian, you know that job that you mentioned to me before at WVLE? Is that still...
Why, yes, a job did come up while you were in Hawaii, but I had to fill it.
Oh, that's what I get for taking a shortcut. Well, I just have to go out and find myself a job and a place to crash.
Well, maybe you could do some more traveling.
Oh, no, I think I'm going to stay put in Landview. Besides, if they need me to testify at Jamie's trial, I have to be available.
Yes. If you need a loan, though, I'll be happy to help you out, and there's always a bed here.
And they say the Waterside Inn isn't very expensive, and you'd have a lot of privacy there.
Yeah, I know I stayed there before. You know, maybe they'll give me my old room back.
Maybe.
So, Dorian, tell me what happened with John.
Oh, John's left. I mean, just temporarily. He's been sent away on an assignment, a top secret one.
Ooh, that sounds fascinating.
I wouldn't know. It's so top secret, he wouldn't even tell me about it.
You mean he didn't leave a forwarding address or any number where you could call him?
No, nothing. I guess I'll just have to trust him.
Well, it looks like he left you something to remember him by.
Oh, this ruby. No. Yeah, it's kind of wonderful. Actually, no, this was a gift from Colonel Dimitri.
Well, Dorian, are you accepting gifts from other guys?
Colonel Dimitri is not another guy. Honey, he's the man who led that revolution down in Mindoro. You must have read.
Right.
Okay, yes. He arrived at my door. You know, the revolution had failed. He needed the asylum. I took him in just for the night. And then he left, and he's out of my life. And I just hope the same can't be said of John.
Dorian Lord, pessimistic. Well, we won't allow it, will we, Jeannie? We're going to cheer you up. How about Elmo tonight?
Elmo? No, darling. Thank you very, very much. I'm just not in the mood for Elmos. The two of you go. Have a lot of fun.
Elmo sounds great to me. I'd love to go.
Once we've sold the microfilm to the highest bidder, we'll have all the funds we need to raise an army and fulfill our destiny, to rule Mindoro.
I share your dreams, my darling. But our victory could be a hollow one. If the microfilm is sold to a terrorist group or a government bent in destruction, even your beloved Mindoro could be swept up in the rubble.
Such grim prophecies on such a beautiful day. Agrippina, my dear, why don't you go out and buy a dozen pair of shoes? It's such a beautiful day for shopping.
Asa Buchanan wants to talk to him right away.
Well,
business as usual. You screaming into the phone.
You ain't heard nothing yet. Wait till I get my hands on that polecat grandson of mine.
Well, anything he done, you probably deserve.
If I'm gonna pull a fast one, I do it to a man's face. I don't stab him in the back when he ain't looking.
What the hell did he do?
He gave me back my money for the land, which I made sure I left for him.
He did? My goodness, that sounds like a real treacherous thing.
He was real cute, Chuck. When I put the check in the bank, guess what?
What?
It bounced higher than Julius Erving.
I'll be damned. He is your grandson, isn't he?
Hey, it ain't funny. I only lost a son, a grandson. Now I'm out $1 million to boot.
Well, even though I wish Cord had done the deed, I don't think he did. Doesn't sound like him. I guess that somebody else must have got to that money without him even knowing it.
That's ridiculous. Who could possibly? Tina? Oh, come on. Even that witch couldn't spend that much money that fast. Anyway, Cord told me she's the one who told him to give the money back.
Tina said to give back $1 million? She might have convinced Cord, but she didn't convince you, did she?
Damn it. You know, I let her make a monkey out of me, but not my grandson. If I have to turn this down upside down, I'm going to find that kid. And then I'm going to tell Mr. Cordero Roberts what kind of a she-wolf he got hitched up with. Alice, give me the banner. Pronto. Thank you. Vacation. Can you believe it?
That Tina's a fast worker.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, if she thinks she got him out of town before I got a chance to tell him what a snake she is, she's got another thing coming. We're going to teach you how to play a game, huh, old buddy? Huh?
We? I think I'll sit this one out if you don't mind.
Asa, I know your secretary said you were busy, but I need to know if I still have a job.
Danny, boy, I'm real glad to see you.
You are. Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Dan. How you doing?
Just fine.
Fine. He's doing terrific. He got those trumped up charges to get him dropped. Congratulations, son.
Thanks, Asa.
And you have a job, don't you worry. As a matter of fact, I got something right up your alley. How fast can you get out to that airport?
Well, if the traffic's not too heavy, I'd say about 20 minutes.
The hell with the traffic. Just get there. There are 3 planes leaving to the Caribbean. Cord Roberts is on one. Find him, tell him to hightail it back here right away.
Now, wait a minute, Asa. The last time I did something like this for you, I almost got killed. You sure nothing's gonna go wrong?
I give the orders, son. You follow them. And don't worry about Cord. I'm just thinking of his well-being. Now you, move it.
Come here, hot stuff. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
Lead the way.
Marquis, how about something, special?
Honey Special is my middle name.
Do tell. What's your first name?
Well, my friends call me Tex. So do my enemies, come to think of it.
You're definitely new around here, aren't you?
Oh, Elmo himself hired me after a fella named Chip skipped town. Guess Elmo figured I'd add a little class to the place, don't you reckon?
Yeah, well, Tex, there's nothing little about you.
I like him. Watch out, honey.
I'll try. Well, what should we have?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not in much of a drinking mood tonight.
Oh, yeah, well, I am. How about a white wine and a seltzer, please?
Coming right up.
Thank you.
Is that a barkeep or a Texas tornado?
Well, look at you, honey. You are blushing.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm having fun.
Good.
Why shouldn't I be happy? I mean, I have everything a guy could want. I am managing Barron Pharmaceuticals. I'm running the stables for Lisa, and I've got the most beautiful, understanding woman on earth.
Well, you know, it hasn't been easy understanding you, and it took a long time. But you're the greatest.
Oh, wow. It sure beats the socials at the prison. And a little more civilized. Not too civilized, I hope. Jimmy? You know that guy? Not really, but I wish I did.
Okay, who is she? Who is she?
I don't know. I mean, I know, but I don't know where from.
Here you go, folks.
Thank you.
Tex. Thank you.
You know, honey, I was just thinking. Why don't you go over there and ask her to join us for a drink?
Is this Connie O'Neill talking?
Well, no. You said you know her, right? Any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Yes, ma'am. Anything you
Off
say.
you go.
Either you got gumption, girl, or you have got rocks on the brain.
Excuse me. Don't I know you?
What an original line.
No, I mean it. I know you from someplace.
I think I'm gonna get myself. Yeah. Hi.
The name's Brad.
Oh, Jeannie Johnson.
Jeannie Johnson. Wait a minute. I've got it. I used to run a modeling agency called...
Clean Faces?
And you were a model, right?
You turned me down.
No, I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, that's why I didn't remember. I always block out rejection. You said I didn't have the right bones.
When you have beautiful bones, I must have meant that I didn't need your type at the moment, but you live and learn, right?
Does that mean that maybe you need my type now?
Well...
Jamie, I know you need to unwind, but this isn't exactly my kind of place.
Okay, go ahead. Thanks. I just needed your moral support to get me through the door. I can take all the staring faces from here on in.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't play with your fossils. I'm fine.
Actually, I'm leaving town tonight.
Does Mom know this?
Yeah. Tell you the truth, I left her a note. I'm telling you so you can calm her down when she finds out I've taken off with her.
As if I don't have enough problems on my own.
Jamie, you're not the only one who needs moral support.
Okay, I'll put in a good word for you. And we all know what my word is worth around the house.
Every little bit counts. Take care of yourself.
Thanks, I always do.
Why did he do it?
Sweetheart, not Jamie Sanders again.
I'm sorry, I cannot stop thinking about why he lied about seeing me that night.
You heard what his father said. We came at a lousy time.
Well, I know. That's the only explanation that I can come up with. I mean, Jamie's in very big trouble with the law right now, and I guess he must have assumed that my questions were going to get him in deeper, because that parking lot at the Green Dragon is supposed to be some sort of a drug drop, and I guess he just doesn't want anyone to think that he was there. The thing is that... You don't believe my version of this, do you?
Honey, did I say I don't
Jamie
believe
Sanders was there that night, and he saw me there. Do you believe me or don't you?
Of course I believe you. I believe you. It's just that tonight I'd like to forget all about Jamie Sanders and his troubles and our troubles, and I'd like to enjoy our quiet house and be alone with my wife.
Well, that's what I would like to do, too. And if you believe me, well, then, that's all that really matters.
Why don't you let him leave for Jamaica in peace? There's no sense telling Cord now that his wife is scheming and blackmailing behind his back.
You know what he thinks of me, Chuck, my grandson, huh? He thinks I am lower than a Death Valley lizard. Anything bad he blames on me, including that land deal.
Well, he can't be all wrong.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna let him know who hatched this idea. His tender, loving wife, Tina. That's gotta be him. That you, Cord, huh?
Asa, it's Dan. The airport traffic was heavier than I thought.
Don't tell me.
Look, I got to the airport and Cord and Tina had just left.
I told you not to tell me that. Damn. She did it again.
Really, Clint, you don't have to pay me.
Don't be silly. You came over here to play with the boys and you ended up babysitting.
Well, it was fun.
Yeah, for them, I'm sure it was. Which gives me an idea. How would you like to do something like this on a regular basis? And have more to show for it than just scrape knees?
You mean a job? But you already have Kim.
Oh, and she does a very fine job of helping Vicky out with the baby, but the boys could use a little extra attention.
I do have to admit, I could use the money.
Now, I don't want this to interfere with your classes.
Well, I finish at school every day by 1 o'clock. If you could use me after that.
All right, then it's a deal?
Yeah. This is a perfect arrangement for me.
Well, for all of us. Be nice to have an extra pair of eyes around here, you know? To keep an eye on the boys, I mean.
Yeah.
go find my friend.
Leaving so soon, Jean? Then that's your style, isn't it? Hit and run?
Leave me alone.
I'd be happy to, only you've got this amazing way of showing up where you're least expected or wanted.
The lady asked you to leave her alone, friend.
This is none of your business.
What if I make it my business?
She's not worth throwing punches over. You can have her with my sympathies.
Thanks.
How did you get to know that creep?
Long story. You better get back to your girlfriend. Who knows, maybe we'll bump into each other again sometime.
I'd like that.
How come all the good ones are either taken or in jail?
Yeah, from Dream Faces. She applied for a job. She turned you down.
That's enough.
Look,
Listen, I was hoping you were going to invite her over to join us for a drink.
you were?
Well, it was my suggestion, wasn't it? Besides, she looks like an all right kid, I guess.
Well, believe it or not, I met someone tonight.
Oh, you did?
And we're going to go to a little Japanese restaurant, have some sushi, and... Well, I'd ask you to come along, Jeannie.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not really into raw fish.
Oh, thanks a lot. You sure you can find a way home?
I'll be fine. Have fun.
Bye.
Tell me.
So, can you get it?
All I need is the picture, pal.
Here. It's my college photo from the last one they kicked me out of. That's appropriate, huh?
I'll have your passport in no time.
Listen, Murray, that's not all I paid for. Watch it. These are my best shoes.
That's a hair trigger. I loaded it myself.
I want the passport in an hour.
But wait a minute, that's not...
1 hour, Murray. And then meet me at the yacht basin. I want to get out of town before anyone realizes I skipped bail. Boy, you are really asking for it tonight, aren't you?
Me?
Let's get out of my way.
Land UPD, hold it.
Hey, what is this? Mom, what are you doing here?
Sanders, you were right. He took the gun from that guy over there.
I can't believe it. You had me followed?
Jamie, I can't take your lies anymore. I knew you were going to try and jump bail.
What kind of a mother are you?
The officer your gun, Jamie, please.
All right, I'll give it to you. I don't want any trouble. Hey! Now back off! I mean it, back off!
Jamie!
Getting along with Kevin and Joy.
Well, I've always wanted to have a couple of little brothers.
Yeah, well, you might change your mind after chasing them around for a day. My advice to you is do your sit-ups, get a good night's sleep, because tomorrow they will be putting you to the test.
Mary Lynn, I thought you'd left.
I've been talking to Clint. I'm going to start working for you.
Working for me?
I was wanting to surprise you.
Oh, well, you certainly did that. What exactly are you going to be doing for me?
Oh, well, maybe work isn't the right word. Actually, I'll be playing with Kevin and Joey. Just keeping an eye on them so Kim is free to concentrate on Jessica.
I see. Well, maybe I shouldn't be so surprised after all.
Glad I talked you into coming down to the island?
Yeah, very glad.
Well, that can be pretty clever sometimes.
Yeah, well, you married me. In my book, that makes you one of the smartest ladies I know.
Because you're Buchanan?
Hey, you didn't know about that before we were married. Neither did I, for that fact.
No, of course I didn't.
All you knew
and that I was going to love you like no man ever did. And I was going to take care of you, and I was going to make you happy, too.
And you did that 100 times over.
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started, girl. Tina, I can't tell you how wonderful it is knowing that you love me just for being me. You don't care about my name or this new family money. I love you the same way, Tina. I don't care about anything you've done in the past or anything I've heard. I love you for being you. I think that's what makes our love so pure, you know? Like this sweet Caribbean night, you know? How would you like to experience your first Buna Nuno?
I don't know. Is that something I can tell our grandchildren about?
I guess it depends on how much fun we have. Hey, how's this sound? Dance to the sound of reggae and calypso under the Caribbean stars. Now, doesn't that sound like fun?
Yeah, it does. But I don't think we'll be back in time.
Why? Where are we going to be? Pineapple Tours. What's this all about?
We are going for a little boat ride tomorrow morning.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. Yeah, see, I thought we ought to explore the outer islands. So Delilah told me about this guy she knows down here, and he knows the islands like the back of his hand. So I arranged the tour before we ever left.
Captain Jack has been conducting out-island tours for about 15 years. Sail to your own island paradise and explore the natural wonders of land and sea.
Doesn't it sound fabulous?
Yeah, Tina, it sounds great, but, you know, I've just barely established my island legs. I don't know if I'm ready to go for my sea legs, too. I tell you what, why don't we save this for a few days from now, and I'd kind of like to try this Buna Nuno thing.
Yeah, but there's going to be so many people there. If I wanted a crowd, I would have taken you to the Landview Mall.
I hardly think it's the same thing.
Honey, I want to be alone with you. That's the whole idea of this trip. Me and my husband. I don't need limbo dancers or bongo players or anything like that. Don't you want to be alone with me?
Of course, I just didn't realize you were so serious about this.
Of course I am, honey. I love you. You're the only person I ever want to see.
Oh, well, what are we going to do with this Captain Jack fella?
Well, I told him I only want 2 on the boat. That's 2. That's it. And I'm sure he knows how to make himself scarce when he takes a couple of honeymooners over to his island.
Oh, you know, you're making it sound real tempting.
Yeah, I do make it sound that way, don't I?
Yeah. Why can't I ever say no to you?
Because I'm so adorable?
Yeah, and persistent, too. Okay, well, I like the idea of going to this island. Maybe we can work on that, baby we were talking about a little while ago?
Well, I did, bring a blanket.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Think we'll have a little more luck on that island paradise than we've been having at home?
Well, it worked for Adam and Eve, didn't it? Look at the family they made.
Yeah, but I think on my salary, I don't think I'll be able to afford any more than, say, 2 billion babies. You know, I did give all that money back to Ace, remember? Tina?
What?
You know, we're talking about that family we're ready to start.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't want to have 2 billion babies.
Oh, you don't?
No, I just want 1.
Oh.
I mean, well, that's what Adam and Eve started with, was just 1.
Yeah. Well, as I recall, Adam had some trouble keeping a hold on that wife of his. I mean, her curiosity just got him into trouble every time he turned around. Is that what it's going to be like on our own island paradise? You and I?
Honey, you do not have to worry about me. You see, I already tasted the forbidden fruit, and I loved it.
Back off! I mean it! I'm not fooling around!
You listen to me, pal. There are 2 squad cars full of cops out there, so there is no way you are getting out of here.
Julie's gonna help me, aren't you?
I'll do anything you say.
She agrees.
Jamie, give me the gun.
Stay away! I don't want to hurt anyone.
Jamie, let her go.
Get out of the way! Hey, everybody, stay back!
Thank you. Conniving, gold-digging little tramp.
Just, who were you referring to, as if I didn't know?
The secretary went back to that bank after hours. She confirmed Tina cleaned out Cord's banking account.
Well, I'll be.
I would like to take her weaselly little neck and twist it the way my ma used to kill chickens when I was a boy. Should have gone to the airport myself, not to trust that Dan Wallach to stop him.
Yeah, I could have taken a camera along, videotaped the whole family scene. Cord, Tina, and old Granddad.
Well, she got caught out of the country. I was stupid not to tell him the truth about his wife. Why was I so damn decent?
Well, you got a big heart, Asa.
That thief is married to my grandson. She was liable to rob the fillings right out of his mouth.
You know, you've finagled and out-finagled and out-dealed and out-stolen so many suckers on so many deals, I think you'd tip your hat to Tina.
Her own husband, Chuck. She stole from her own husband.
Yeah, and think of how fast she did it. If I didn't know better, I'd say she was your natural daughter. She's got the same instinct for a good scam on a grand scale.
Grand scale? Come on.
Oh, yeah. What's $1 million? I mean, you can live without it, and besides, it'll make a hell of a good story.
Whole mess your fault.
Well, I'm probably going to regret asking this, but, how do you figure that?
If you were working for me, you'd be on top of this. You would have smoothed that chicken-livered lawyer in El Paso, and Cord would never have known I was behind his land deed.
Yeah, I'm sorry I asked.
Well, come on, Chuck. You can see how badly I need you. Hell, name your price. We can work something out.
Asa, we've gone through all this before. I mean, I feel flattered that you think so highly of my ways, but I'm working for myself right now. Besides, I'm really happy with that deal I made with Mason Oil. Oh, I didn't tell you about that, did I? I was made a partner.
Well, what do you know?
Uh-oh. Somehow I don't like the tone of that.
My broker informed me this afternoon that I just acquired a new company. Mason Oil. We're partners after all. But the way I understand it, I'm kind of like the senior partner. That'd kind of make me the boss now, wouldn't it? Put it there, partner.
Sweetheart, Kim has her hands full with Jessica.
Did Kim ask for help?
No, you know Kim. She wouldn't complain. But as Jessica gets older, she's going to be even more demanding, and the boys are crazy about Mary Lynn.
Oh, well, I'm sure that Mary Lynn would be a wonderful companion, too.
And I can help Kevin with his arithmetic, too. Back in Texas, I had tons of babysitting jobs. I've missed that since we moved here.
You know, honey, this is in no way a reflection on your capabilities, but there is no one else that I would rather have as a sitter for my boys, if I needed a sitter.
Well, Mary Lynn, I know you have homework to do.
Yeah, I do, actually.
So, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon, right after classes?
Yeah. Good night, Mrs. Buchanan.
Good night, Mary Lynn. Please give my best to your father. You put that girl in a very awkward position.
Unintentionally. I didn't mean to.
Then why did you spring it on me like that?
Spring it on you? I thought you were upstairs helping Kim give Jessica a bath.
No, Kim is with the boys. I gave Jessica her bath. Why don't you tell me the real reason that you want to add another person to our childcare staff?
Just what I told you. I thought that we needed help. Why are you making such a big deal out of this, honey?
Because Jessica sleeps most of the day, and Kevin and Joey don't even get home from school until 3:30 in the afternoon.
Mary Lynn wouldn't be coming over here until the afternoon.
Clint, it's ridiculous. We don't need her.
Sweetheart, Mary Lynn is really looking forward to spending some time with the boys.
Okay, and Kim. Kim is with Jessica all the time, right?
Right.
Uh-huh. What about me?
What do you mean, what about me?
Well, what am I supposed to be doing? Clint, I want to spend this time with my baby. I want to be with Jessica.
I know you're not a killer. Please don't throw your life away. Let her go. Jamie, put the gun down. I know you're frightened. I will go with you to headquarters. I believe in you. I trust you.
That's generous, Mom. But your chance to help me came and went a long time ago.
Darling, I don't blame you for being angry at me, for hating me. Whatever I did, I did it for you. I just don't want you to throw your life away. Jamie!
A controlling interest in Mason Oil, but you didn't sure as hell buy me.
Oh, hold on, Chuck.
Why didn't you tell me you were involved with Mason Oil to begin with?
Because you told me you didn't want me involved in my affairs.
It's my affair that you're involved with.
You nosed into my affairs. You found out I made that deal with Mason Oil, and then you just had to take control, didn't you? Just like you take control with everything.
Excuse me, Mr. Buchanan. There's a call from Zurich, a Mr. Poret.
Oh, thank you, Alice. Jacques, where you been hiding? You got that contract, I take it.
Mr. Buchanan will have to call you back.
What the hell are you doing?
Alice, get out of here and no interruptions. You understand me? None whatsoever.
No! That was an important call by lawyer in Zurich. That was a $50 million deal.
I don't care what it was worth. That's what we're discussing here, isn't it? The price of things? What do you think I'm worth, Asa?
You're overreacting.
Admit it. You nosed into my affairs and you bought into Mason Oil.
I admit it, and you should be happy. The stock went up. And with me calling your shots in that measly little company, it's going to take off. You're going to get rich because of me.
I'm already rich. On my account.
Your kind of rich and my kind of rich are two different kind of things.
You just don't understand, do you, Asa? Ever since I left you, I've been working out on my own, doing just fine and dandy, making my own deals. I don't do any dirty work for anybody else, and I don't owe anybody anything.
You ought to write a book. Chuck Wilson's Guide to Happiness Through Poverty. Your integrity really impressed Lucinda, didn't it, huh?
Oh, you're a fine one to talk about failed marriages. How many have you had just in the last
Whoa,
couple
I
years?
take that back. I'm out of line.
And you're about to have another one with Pamela.
All right, I said all right.
And you got a son who doesn't want anything to do with you in his life.
I said okay. Damn it, that's the point. I really messed up. I mean, I'm down low, Chuck. Okay, I admit I went about that Mason Oil wrong, but doesn't anything count for a guy's good intentions anymore?
I should have started worrying when you didn't ask me about my business. It's when you're quiet that you got to be watched.
I'll tell you something. This whole earth, I mean, there's nobody I trust more than you.
Well, then why didn't you say something like that? When are you going to learn that not to manipulate people all your life?
I don't know, I guess I never will. But you knew that about me all along. You're still my friend. I mean, unless that's changed.
Oh, if I shout at you and tell you you're a damn fool, that doesn't mean I'm not your friend.
Follow me.
Just a minute, please.
You are the meanest, cruelest man on this earth.
Why you didn't ask me, or at least talk to me about it before you hired Mary Lynn. After all, this is usually my area of responsibility, isn't it?
Oh, little sexism here, honey? I thought we were going to share this responsibility.
Well, of course we're sharing.
Well, then why can't I make some arrangements for babysitting?
Because it's not a question of either or.
Honey, I was honestly hoping that you would be coming back to work at the Banner. At least part-time. You thrive on work. I don't see why you can't do both.
Oh, Clint, I do want to come back to the Banner, but not right away. Right now, I want to be a mother. I just want to be on call for my baby. I want to be the one to drag myself out of bed at 3 a.m. when she cries. You know, these early times with babies, they go by so fast. You missed all that with Kevin and Joey. You have absolutely no idea how wonderful, how very precious those moments are. When it's just you and the baby in the middle of the night, and all the rest of the house is fast asleep.
Well, I'll be sure and remind you of that at 4 o'clock in the morning.
You'll never hear me complain.
No, I probably won't.
Oh, darling, we are so, so lucky. I just want to be able to enjoy and experience every wonderful moment of this good fortune. So I'm going to call Mary Lynn. I'm going to tell her we'll be very happy to have her as a babysitter for special occasions, but we don't need her on a regular basis.
Sweetheart, honey, I promised her. She's counting on it. Now, how can we disappoint her?
You're not telling me the truth. What is it?
Why don't we give her a try? I mean, you might enjoy having her around.
This has to do with Nicky Smith, doesn't it?
Not really.
Not really? Why aren't we happy? Why aren't we not celebrating the joyous return of our baby? Why are we right back to where we were before I went into that damned hypnosis?
Sweetheart, we're not right back to where we were.
Oh, yes, we are. I cannot believe, after everything we've been through, that you would still believe that Nicky Smith could have kidnapped Jessica.
You are jumping to conclusions.
No, I am not, Clint. It is painfully obvious to me that you are afraid to let me be alone with my own baby. All right, if it's not Nicky Smith, then what is it? What are you hiding? What is it you were discussing with Rafe and with Bill Moore?
I was not discussing anything with Rafe and Bill Moore. They brought up the Nicky Smith theory, honey, probably because they don't have anything else to fall back on.
Nicky Smith was the subject of your conversation. I knew it.
They have a job to do.
I don't know how you could betray me. I don't know why you didn't defend me to them.
I did defend you. I swear to God I defended you.
I can understand if they want to pursue this investigation of Nicky. But you should know that there is not the remotest chance that Nicky could have come out since Jessica was born. I've never been happier. I've never been stronger.
You don't have to convince me.
Obviously I do. Or you wouldn't have felt obliged to hire Mary Lynn, would you? What is it? It takes one conversation with Rafe and with Bill Moore for you to doubt me? Is that what I can count on from you?
You can count on everything from me.
I don't think so, Clint. I'm going to the nursery.
Vicky! Honey, don't let this come between us.
I'm going to rock Jessica to sleep. Maybe you'd like to put an armed guard at the door, just to be safe.
It's all over. Come on, you're okay.
My God.
Just let it all out. It's all right.
It was very brave of you. And you were very lucky.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Come on, sit down.
You feel any better?
Did I get you something?
Yeah.
Does that feel better?
Yeah, Mom, great. Just like everything else you've done for me.
God, you're all right.
You call this all right?
You're alive, Jamie.
I might just as well be dead.
Don't talk that way. Come on. You're going to be all right.
Get me out of here.
Mrs. Sanders.
God.
Are you okay? Can I do anything? Drive you home?
No, it's all right. Thank you for what you did.
It's all right. Are you sure you're okay?
Yes, I just have to... I'm all right. I just have to do something.
How could you do that to me? How could you wipe out our joint checking account without even telling me? You know I have bills to pay. You know that I use it. How could you?
My God, Asa. I'll leave you alone with him. I feel sorry for you.
You know, I really didn't think I could be surprised by you anymore.
Apparently, you've got me a little off balance. You distinctly said you didn't want a penny of my money.
You know that's not what I meant.
How I hate to say this, but it's just like a woman. I take you at your word and you jump all over me.
Asa, when I told you that I did not want any of your money, I meant that I was not going to soak you for alimony, which was what you were so obsessed with at that moment.
I misunderstood you, Pam. I got a lot of work to do tonight.
No, you did not misunderstand me. No, you knew I had bills to pay, and you knew I have no means of support.
Then you better figure out something, honey. Maybe get a job painting portraits.
6 checks bounced, Asa. I walked back in there, and the manager of the Vernon Inn was standing there, waiting for me when I came back from the hairdresser's.
Pamela, you had kind of a tough life. A hairdresser and shopping and a museum. Most people work, you know.
Oh, yeah, but you're the one that didn't want me to work, aren't you? You're the one that wanted me to just stay there and wait on you. Hands folded, smiling, amiable. You didn't want me to be a wife. You really wanted me to be a slave.
Please, Pam, don't get hysterical. It's not like you're destitute. It wouldn't bother you anyway. You've got such compassion for the poor and the miserable.
Well, you are poor and miserable, and I don't feel very much compassion for you right now.
No more jewelry, Pammy. It's going to be a hard road.
I don't care about jewelry! I never did, and you know it.
Oh, don't give me that, woman. You love this stuff.
I think I really actually come to expect the worst from you. But somehow I still didn't expect this premeditated cruelty. How stupid of me.
Well, honey, that's what happens when you leave my bed and board. See how far you get with Pete O'Neill's bed and board.
I am not, still not having an affair with Pete O'Neill.
You are a liar. Then again, maybe that two-bit lawyer doesn't make it enough to support you. Even two people with their humble, meager taste like you all.
That is the last time that you are ever going to insult me.
I wouldn't be too sure of that, Pammy.
Well, I am. I'm very sure. You know, I have worked a long time to try to make this marriage work. And I put up with your insults, your outrageous behavior, and I have tolerated your rudeness, but no more.
I'm kind of glad you wised up.
You know, when I first talked to the bank, I kind of panicked. I had to go to my room. I had to see if I could compose myself. I even sat there and prayed for somebody to help me understand. I rehearsed a speech to come in here and face you. I was so afraid if somebody put a gun in my hand, boys, I would have shot you. Now, you pay very close attention to me. Because I know exactly what I am going to do now. And you are really going to pay for that humiliation. You know, you taught me an awful lot, Asa Buchanan, about cruelty and meanness these last few weeks. Now I think I'm actually going to put those lessons to good use. Good night, darling.
Here, honey, see the coral reef?
Yeah?
This is called Devil's Claw, and it is supposed to have the best snorkeling.
Uh-huh. And why do I get the impression that you've already arranged for some of the snorkeling equipment?
Well, I did rent some from the hotel. That's okay with you, isn't it?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I love snorkeling, honey. What are we going to do about food on this island paradise of yours?
Well, I also arranged for a picnic basket. In fact, it'll be ready with everything else we need.
Ah. Tina, what's going on here?
Well, nothing. Nothing at all. Why are you being so suspicious?
Well, I'm not being suspicious. I'm just kind of puzzled. I mean, why are you setting up all these plans without even talking to me?
Oh, honey. Now, don't tell me you're the kind of husband that wants his wife to follow meekly in his footsteps.
No, of course not. But you're not the kind of wife who charges ahead and takes care of these things all by herself.
Well, I guess I'm just full of surprises, aren't I?
Yeah, I think that's what kind of worries me here. Well, I like this island. How long does it take to get to one of these places?
Depends on which one you go to.
Don't tell me. You got it all set up already. You know exactly which one we're going to?
No, of course I don't. I thought I'd leave that up to Captain Jack. He's the expert. So he'll keep us away from all those pillaging pirates.
You know, sometimes I get the impression that you're the pirate and I'm the one who's being pillaged here.
Yeah, I guess then that's just because you're my little treasure.
You just know how to turn a man's head, now don't you? Well, this one with the barrier reef sounds great. What'd you say the name of it was? Devil's Claw? Kind of a funny name for an island, don't you think? But it sounds like it's full of buccaneers or something like that.
Well, maybe we shouldn't go to that one.
No, it could be exciting. You know, I had a little adventure this honeymoon of ours. Who knows, maybe we'll find this big treasure chest full of gold doubloons. Huh?
We could use it.
What is that? Some kind of crack about me giving that money back to Asa?
Honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Honey, listen to me. When we get back home, everything is going to be just fine. Now, I don't need or want Asa Buchanan's blackmail money to make you happy.
I'm sorry. I never meant it that way. I really didn't. Now, do you think I might possibly be able to lure you up to our room? After all, we need a good night's sleep if we're going to make this trip tonight.
Paradise, here we come. Let's go.
The man is sick. I mean, seriously, he's sick. He's demented. Delusions of grandeur. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Well, what's he got to be vengeful about? He really...
Asa doesn't need a reason, no. No, the one thing you're right about is he does think he's God, doesn't he? I mean, that he's the prime mover. That he creates everything. Even my infidelity.
I'd go over there and tell him what a fool he's been.
Words are not going to hurt Asa. As a matter of fact, I think he actually thrives on insults.
Maybe a right cross to the jaw would get his attention.
Not quite civilized of me, but it would make me feel a hell of a lot better.
Me too.
Good laugh.
I know. I want to tell you something, Pete. Something snapped tonight. Something turned. And I realized I was listening to Asa saying all these things to me, and it didn't even hurt me. It was like I'd made some kind of a subconscious decision that I was not going to suffer anymore. God, how I loathe that man.
It's the final straw. Huh? I'm sorry you had to suffer.
Oh, well, maybe Asa had to do something that dramatic to finally, push me over the edge.
You finally over the edge?
Yes, I really am. I think I'm gonna have to come to terms and admit the fact that I loved and trusted a man for 10 years that feels nothing but contempt for me. Oh, boy, have I been gullible and trusting.
There are worse traits.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself.
Pam, you were true, and you were honorable. Caused you a lot of pain, and I gotta admit, I admired you for hanging in there.
Well, I'm probably gonna have some bumpy days ahead. But when I was driving back from that mansion tonight, I felt like I was breathing for the first time in months. Maybe it's time to have that wake for Captain Jeb Stewart.
Maybe we can bury him at sea first.
Something, it was probably the best thing that could have happened. Asa closing down our joint bank account and leaving me with $42 and change to my name.
I really would like to knock that cowboy off that horse of his. Unfortunately, the Asa Buchanans of this world usually escape retribution. No, it's a decent, kind people like yourself who suffer.
Pete, you look at me, and you tell me what you see.
I see the most beautiful woman in the world. I see a woman who's kind, decent, sexy.
No.
Yeah, well, there is something else. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I noticed when you came through the door, but...
I'm not a victim anymore. Not anymore. Amen, hallelujah, that is over. Pete, what I want right now is a terrific lawyer who is tough and who is smart and who will take Asa Buchanan to the cleaners. This divorce is gonna make history.
I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come to my rescue. I mean, you hardly know me, and there you were, risking your life for me.
Oh, heck, it was nothing. He does this kind of thing often, risking his life, saving people.
Well, I'm glad he did.
Well, I think that it was a real idiotic thing to do, actually. That kid meant business, and he could have killed or wounded half a dozen people.
That's a terrible thing to say.
Well, I think Connie's right. I mean, I'm just lucky that I wasn't unlucky.
I don't think it was luck. I think it was bravery. Then it's my life.
And nothing could be as important as that.
Not to me.
Yes, I know that. Look, even a public phone is risky at this point, so be sure that you use a different one each time. Absolutely. Yes, I understand that. Hang on 1 second. Judith, I'll be off in a minute. Make that a strong one. There's a note from Kate on the coffee table. Yes. No, go ahead. It's all right. I want his movements kept track of. Every detail. Absolutely, use every man you need. I just sent another one. Know the exact moment that Dimitri leaves. No, I'll wait to hear from you. I know you don't need to be reminded, but be scrupulously careful. This man is evil and he's brilliant, which is a very dangerous combination. No, that's it for now. I'm sorry about the note, darling.
wasn't prepared for that.
Well, this isn't the first time that Katie's run off unexpectedly, and in all likelihood, it won't be the last.
God, Charles.
Don't take it so hard, darling. She'll be back. She always comes back.
It's not just Kate.
Oh, it's Jamie. What's he done now?
I don't even know where to start.
Well, may as well tell me.
He was like a trapped animal. It didn't matter what I said or what I did. And then I went to the precinct with him.
The precinct?
He wouldn't look at me. And they arrested him.
What for? That's ridiculous. We just got him out on bail.
Charles, it's very bad. He was planning how to jump bail, and he got hold of a gun, and then he held that Johnson girl at gunpoint.
Brad, I really want to leave, and I'm really not in the mood to celebrate any more violence.
Well, I'm not celebrating violence.
Me either.
Well, I think this whole thing is pretty depressing. And I really sympathize with the Saunders family, except for Jamie, because I think he should get what he deserves. And anyone who sells crack deserves the worst.
Oh, I'll drink to that. Here's to a long prison sentence for Jamie Sanders. Hey, bartender!
Well, it looks like Tex has disappeared, and with everyone else, and I think I'm going to take my exit as well. Brad, are you coming?
Yeah, I recognize that look.
Very perceptive.
Can we drop you someplace?
Yeah, sure, that would be great.
Oh, forget it. I already took care of it.
No. I want this to be my treat, and yours was earlier when you saved my life. I know I have a wallet in here someplace. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't cause you any trouble. Maybe I should take a taxi.
Yeah. I think that would be best.
Okay. Oh, hey! Don't worry about me. I found it.
Let's make that cowboy pay.
And pay, and pay, and pay.
Calls for a celebration. Innkeeper! More coffee?
What we really need right now is that terrific lawyer.
Yeah, well, right off the top of my head, there are quite a few names that spring to mind who are as sleazy and, as demented as Asa.
No.
Speak well for my profession, though.
No, we need somebody who's not going to be intimidated by all of Ace's money and power. That's important.
Well, that leaves off most of the sleazy, unscrupulous ones.
Yes, it does.
What you need is somebody you can really trust.
Hey.
I think I know the man.
Okay, Pete, tell me who it is. Come on, don't make me guess. I don't know any lawyers.
You do know one lawyer.
Oh, Pete. Pete, that would be like waving a red flag in front of a bull.
Olay.
There is no point in pretending that I can sleep, Clint. I would like to have this out once and for all.
Good. Thank God there was no one there with a camera.
Publicity is the least of our problems.
You're wrong, Judith. Publicity is a major problem. I want Jamie out of that jail before the press has a chance to just do a number on this entire family.
Charles, you better be realistic. The press is going to report what happened at Elmo's.
Maybe not. But why were they following Jamie? I mean, that's not normal procedure, is it?
I knew he'd try to jump bail.
You knew? How could you know?
Because I know our son. I knew he'd try to get out of it, and he did. He always does.
All right, so you think you knew? So what?
I told the police. I alerted them.
You told the police?
I didn't want him to jump bail. It would make him... It's an admission of guilt. It would have made things 100 times worse.
Worse? What the hell could be worse than a mother calling the police on his own son? And then there's the drugs and the gun and the... Do you know this is going to hit the front page of every damn newspaper in the country?
Would you please stop worrying about publicity?
My main worry is about Jamie. It's the publicity and the bad news stories that's going to make it so difficult to pull the strings to get him out of this mess.
Don't start trying to think of how to pull strings now.
Do you want your son to go to prison?
No, I don't.
Then we have to pull strings. It's the only thing that's going to work.
We are going to help him change his life. And when he gets out...
Gets out? He is not going in. No son of mine is going to prison.
Charles,
He pulled a gun on a room full of people and held a woman hostage.
He panicked! We can plea bargain. Stop acting like a legal robot, for God's sake. You're his mother.
He's got to pay sometime. This is his chance. We cannot protect him all the time.
You don't understand. It's no wonder he's in such a mess. He has not learned the meaning of love and loyalty to the family from you, has he?
There is far too much at stake here for me to go to bed angry. I'm sorry I walked out on you earlier.
And I'm sorry I upset you.
Clint, I know that I can convince you that there's no way that Nicky Smith could have returned. Listen to me. You know me better than anyone, right? Did I or did I not do an absolutely brilliant job of giving birth to our daughter, despite a harrowing race against time to get to the hospital?
Yes, you did. Brilliant. You were brilliant.
Have you ever seen me happier? Jessica is my dream of a daughter come true. Clint, even during those awful days when she was gone, I held up. I behaved exactly as any normal mother would have. And I have not had a headache, even a minor headache, in months.
That's true. That's true. You haven't complained of headaches.
Well, Nicky's appearance was always preceded by a headache, and always followed by a sense of lost time, right?
Right. Right, but honey, what harm can it do to be a little cautious for a while?
If Rafe and Bill Moore feel they have to pursue this business with Nicky Smith, that's up to them. But Clint, what I need from you is total trust. I have been absolutely ruthless in examining my own feelings and my own behavior. And there is not a single symptom that would indicate that Nicky has come back.
I believe you.
Well, then we don't have a problem. Do we?
I believe you, Vicky. Honey, with all my heart, I believe you, but... But according to Rafe, there is a small 1 in a million chance that Nicky Smith could have taken Jessica. I mean, it's a 1 in a million. But for Jessica's sake, and for Kevin and Joey's, and for all of us. Honey, can we afford to take that chance?
There is not a 1 in a million chance. Not even one. And unless you can accept that, Clint, if you don't trust me, if you don't have enough faith in me to let me look after my own baby, I do not know how we can continue to live together. Please, try.
My name is Pepito. Are you Mrs. Roberts?
Yes?
Well, Captain Jack, he told me to look for a beautiful American lady and her husband.
Oh, well, thank you, Pepito, but I hope you're not here to tell me that there's a problem with the boat.
Oh, no problems allowed in Jamaica.
Oh, good. So everything's stocked just the way I asked.
And ready to sail to Devil's Claw Island.
Oh, good. Well, then everything is working out perfectly. Listen, why don't you go and tell the captain we'll be there real soon, okay?
That's your husband?
Yeah, hurry. Don't tell anybody, all right? It's a surprise. Come on.
Hi, honey. Where's the kid?
What kid?
The one you were just talking to.
Oh, that kid. Oh, he was just some, hustler or something trying to sell me some beads.
Good morning, Allison. What are you doing here?
But
Today is the hospital fair. I came to see how it's going. The suitcase, something went wrong. But the wig, the dress, did you get rid of it? Everything is taken care of. Are you sure? That's what I came to tell you. Allison, you're safe now. Really? You've got rid of the Nikki Smith stuff? Yes. Oh, Maria, I can't tell you how grateful I am. Really, you saved my life.
Oh, well, look at that.
It's Allison and Maria.
I didn't know they were so close.
Well, it's really none of our business.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to say hello, would it?
Come on.
Natural History Museum after the hospital fair.
Mary Lynn.
It's amazing. Joey and I were talking about whales just the other day, and they have a whale exhibit on now. I think he saw some show about them on television
Mary Lynn.
or something.
Mary Lynn, honey, look, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry to have to disappoint you, but I'm afraid there has been a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
Yes, honey, about babysitting. Look, you are welcome to come here anytime you like, but we really don't need any full-time help with the children.
But Clint said that
I know exactly what Clint said, and I'm sorry, but he was wrong. It's not your fault. He made the mistake, not you.
Okay, I understand. I'll just...
No, hold it right there. Mary Lynn's not going anywhere.
Ben, I thought you were going to come down right after you took a shower.
I was checking out the hotel beach. Now close your eyes and stick out your hand.
A present, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, can I open my eyes?
Wait. Go.
A shell?
Honey, that's a very special shell. You've been talking about finding a hideaway ever since we hit this island, right? Well, that's where I found that shell. There is a beautiful cove about 50 yards outside the hotel beach. So what do you say we just grab a picnic lunch, grab some towels, and mosey on out there, huh?
Well, I'd say we already had something planned, remember?
Oh, honey, we can take a boat ride anytime.
Honey, I already put down a deposit.
Well, just reschedule it. It's no big deal, Tina. Look, those out islands are going to be there tomorrow, right?
Well, Captain Jack is a very busy man. Besides, this may be our only chance to really get away from everything.
We're going to have tons of chances.
Honey, you can't have the kind of privacy that we want 50 yards from a big hotel.
I'm telling you, that cove is very secluded, honey. Now, come on, it's well off the beaten track.
Honey, I am talking about an island, a whole beautiful tropical island, and there will be nothing but you and me and clear blue water.
Why does this really mean so much to you, Tina?
Because I want to be alone with you in our own private paradise.
You know, if I didn't know better, I'd swear you were running for the law or something like that.
Honey, all I want is to be alone with you.
Yeah? Well, all right, if it means that much to you, fine, let's go.
Oh, honey, thank you. I love you.
Okay. Now, come on. Why is it I never win any of these, huh?
Well, honey, I promise you, you're not going to be sorry.
Oh, I'm not.
No.
Vicky said there's been a misunderstanding.
It's all settled now, Clint.
Oh, there's been a misunderstanding, all right. It's not yours, and it's not mine.
I really should go.
No, sit down.
Let her leave, please.
I said I want her to stay.
Don't yell at her.
I'm not yelling at her.
Please.
Clint, this is between you and me.
She's right. I'm sorry, Marilyn. Things are still a little confused around here.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, really.
Mary Lynn, it is not your fault. I'll talk to you later. I do not believe you did that to her.
You had no right to fire her.
No right!
No right!
How dare you! Clint, obviously, I didn't make myself very clear last night.
You made yourself damn clear. But you are not the only person in this house to make decisions.
You couldn't have heard a single word I said.
Oh, the hell I didn't. I spent most of the night staring at the ceiling thinking about what you said, and I haven't changed my mind. I still think we should hire Mary Lynn.
Which means you still don't trust me.
Damn it, Vicky, it is not you I'm concerned about. It's Jessica.
Are you suggesting that I am not concerned about Jessica?
Oh, can we please talk about this without ripping each other to shreds?
Oh, I would be happy to do that.
Well, thank you.
Good, good. Would you care for a cup of coffee while we talk?
Oh, will you please? Please stop it.
Stop what, Clint?
Stop sounding like I am your enemy.
Oh, did I sound like that? I'm so sorry. I was just trying to be polite.
Vicky, I love you. And I trust you. I thank God every day that I married you and that you married me. But I think it would make it a lot easier on all of us if you didn't have to deal with 3 children, a job, and a busy household all by yourself.
Because you don't think that our baby daughter is safe alone with me.
There you go again, telling me what I think.
But it's true, isn't it? You don't trust me with Jessica.
Vicky, I told you I trust you. I do trust you. I'm concerned about you.
You're concerned that I will turn into Nikki and steal our baby again.
Sweetheart, if you tell me that there is no chance of Nikki Smith coming back, I believe you. But there is no reason for you to be put under any needed stress.
Taking care of my children is not stressful.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Sweetheart, are you going to tell me that looking after 3 children and publishing a newspaper is not demanding? Now, come on, you know that's not true. Honey, I hired Mary Lynn to help you, not hurt you.
All right, Clint. For the very last time, we do not need any more full-time help.
Well, I need it. For my own peace of mind, I need a full-time babysitter.
Fine, fine. If you don't trust me with our children, that's your problem and not mine, and my answer is no.
I've had it.
So have I.
I've gone to the office.
Clint, I mean this. I'm dead serious about it.
Well, then there's no reason to discuss it, is there?
Great. Walk out on me.
Well, if I stay, are you going to change your mind?
Absolutely not.
Fine, I'll talk to you later.
I don't need a watchdog. And I don't need a husband who doesn't trust me.
You here for the hospital fair?
Yes, hi, please join us.
Oh, I'd love to.
Honey, can I get you some coffee?
Please, regular. I didn't know that you guys were friends.
Oh, well, we met a few weeks ago through Cord and Tina. Actually, it turned out that Allison has relatives in Texas.
Oh, you're kidding. That's nice.
That is a beautiful bracelet. Isn't that pretty, Allison?
Oh,
yeah,
thank
very
you.
pretty. Is that an antique?
Well, I think it must be. My grandfather gave it to my mother, who gave it to me, so... Allison, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm great, good. Allison tells me that all the proceeds of the fair goes to the children's wing, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Uh-huh. Well, you know, I've got a storage full of things I brought from El Paso, Texas that, I mean, I don't even need them.
Well, you better hurry, because I don't think they're accepting donations after noon.
Oh.
These things are brand new. Well, they're just leftovers from my fall collection.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Oh, not at all.
Well, I think I'll take your advice and hurry home. Allison, it was wonderful bumping into you.
Yes. Goodbye, Maria.
Oh, I hope you don't sell out all your things. They're all so beautiful, Delilah.
Oh, thank you.
Look at this. It's gorgeous. I'd like to ask you something. Have they made any progress?
Why, the Buchanan kidnapping?
Yes, the mysterious redhead. Has she been identified?
Not yet.
Rafe, do you think that Clint thinks it's possible that Nikki Smith might come back and harm the baby?
Clint refuses to discuss it, Maria. Excuse me.
Here you go, hon. You can manage now without me, catch you?
I'll help her take these things upstairs.
Thanks, Allison. Appreciate it.
Now, you're meeting me for lunch,
Yes,
right?
you bet you. Okay.
Great.
See you later.
Okay,
Bye. See you later.
Obviously, Clint needs a push to reconsider. Maybe it's time I gave him one. Well, I'll see you all later. Goodbye. Bye.
How will we know him?
He's calling himself John Smith.
How original.
Don't be snide, Orestes. I hear Mr. Smith is a strong believer in first impressions. He doesn't wait for introductions from people he mistrusts. He simply strikes.
Welcome to Oterias, monsieur. May I take that for you?
No.
Well, it will be well cared for, I assure you.
You know, I see ears, but they just don't seem to work. You got some other word for no in this steamy hellhole?
Excuse me, sir, but I'm only doing my job. I have to take your bag.
You don't have to do anything except breathe. And I'll save you the trouble of ever having to breathe again if you reach for my bag one more time. You, comprenez, son?
Yes.
What?
Yes, sir.
That's better. You have a little respect for me. Now, you go to the desk, and you tell them that Mr. John Smith is here, and he's ready to check in. You got that?
Looks like our man.
I'll say.
Hey, honey, come on here. What are you doing home so early? You're supposed to start at the Buchanan's this morning.
I got fired.
What? Look, sweetheart, I don't know what happened over there, but there's one thing I can tell you for sure. Clint and Vicky think the world of you.
Yeah, well, maybe they don't anymore.
But they told me they did, honey.
Daddy.
Come on, honey, what is it? Tell me what happened. Come on, come on.
It was awful. They were yelling at each other. And I know it's stupid, but I feel like it's my fault.
How could it possibly have been your fault? Huh?
I feel so dumb. I went charging over there right after class, all excited about taking Kevin and Joey to the museum. And Vicky acted like I was offending her or something.
Honey, I'm sure you misunderstood her.
No. And then Clint came in and he got so angry at her.
Well, I'm going over there to look into this.
No, Daddy, please don't. Please, can't we just forget all of this?
Sweetheart, look, I want to see Clint anyway. I have a few questions to ask him about this story I'm writing,
You'll,
huh?
Please promise me that you will not talk to them about me, okay?
Mary Lynn, Clint and Vicky are having a difficult time right now. That doesn't mean they can take it out on you.
Yeah, but the last thing I want to do is make things worse for them.
I know, sweetheart, and I won't do that. Everything's going to be fine. You just trust your daddy, okay?
Clint.
Oh, Rafe, come on in.
That's the message you want to see me?
Yeah, sit down. Want some coffee?
No, thanks. So what's up? Rough morning?
You said it.
How's Vicky doing?
Not good.
She home alone?
No, Kim's there, but Kim can't be everywhere at once. And Vicky's drawn the line about hiring any new help.
Yeah, what about a nurse or a babysitter?
No, I already tried that. You know Tom Dennison's daughter, Mary Lynn? I hired her yesterday. Vicky fired her this morning. Called her a watchdog.
She thinks you don't trust her.
Yes, and damn it, Rafe, it's not true. I do trust her. It's just that I've got to protect my daughter. And that's why I called you. I need a name, Rafe. Someone that can keep an eye on the house.
What, a private investigator, a security guard, what?
Someone that can stay out of sight and keep track of who's coming and who's going.
I may know just the right guy.
You get me the number, I can handle the rest of it.
Well, let me check it out first, make sure he's available. The number's on my desk at the station.
I'll appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you call me anytime, cousin. I'm always there for you.
All right. Who knows, maybe I won't have to go through with this. Maybe you fellas will find the real kidnapper and put an end to this nightmare.
Well, that's what we're banking on. I'll call you as soon as I hear anything, okay? Take care.
There's no backing out now.
Smith, I hope you'll have an enjoyable stay in Oltl.
Are you the welcome wagon?
I'm Agrippina Wolcott, and this is Orestes Zias. Carlos Dimitri sent us to take you to Devil's Club.
Well, I've got no idea what you're talking about. I'm just an ordinary salesman down here for some R&R. I hope you find your friend.
It's hurricane season. Hardly the best time to be in Jamaica.
Take a ride on a Texas Twister. You'll come down here to relax in the eye of the storm.
Will someone please tell me what's going on?
The passwords, Agrippina.
Well, no one let me know.
Well, Colonel's instructions.
I see. Mr. Smith, can we communicate yet, or do I have to tell you about a monsoon?
Yeah. How about right over here? We can talk.
The yacht is waiting in the harbor, Mr. Smith.
Why don't you go ahead, Orestes, and tell the man to prepare the boat for departure, and I'll walk Mr. Smith to the harbor.
Oh, I don't mind waiting, Agrippina.
I see. Further instructions from the Colonel. Orestes is all things to Carlos Demetrius. His right-hand man, his bodyguard, his only friend, and his spy. And unfortunately, at this moment, he's spying on me. No doubt he expects me to pounce on you and rip off all your clothing.
Such talk is hardly necessary.
Yeah, I hate to disappoint you, Miss Wilcott.
My intimate friends call me Aggie.
Yeah, well, I'm down here for one reason, Miss Wilcott, and that's to get my hands on the microfilm. And I want to be the highest bidder on that, and nothing is going to stand in my way.
You got that, honey?
Couldn't be plainer. Satisfied, Orestes?
I'll meet you at the harbor.
All right, Mr. Ray. I'll stay.
What's the rush, Aggie? What do you say we have a welcome drink?
Well, that's a lovely idea.
So, tell me about Colonel Dmitri. When did you meet him?
Oh, I was just a kid traveling in Europe, and I just happened to be taking pictures at the changing of the Royal Guards at the palace while Colonel Dmitri was there to review his troops. Suddenly I heard this officer shout, "Forbidden! Photos are forbidden!" All these soldiers came running towards me. I was never so scared in my whole life. All the guards surrounded me, and Dmitri stepped between them and reached out and took my hand and kissed it. This gracious English lady may take as many photos as she wants, he said. That did it. I didn't feel the need to travel anywhere else or to return to my home in England.
No more fish and chips. Huh? Right, listen, I'd love to sit and chat with you all day, but I've got to check in, and we've got to get down to the harbor.
Oh, Vicky, excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Sorry.
Is Clint around?
No, he went to the office.
No, that's too bad. I want to have a word with him.
You talked to Mary Lynn, didn't you? I'm very sorry about that.
What? Yes, tell me, Vicky, what happened?
It was a misunderstanding.
But, Mary Lynn seems to think it's her fault.
No, it was Clint's fault. You see, he hired her against my wishes, and I am sorry.
I don't like to see my daughter caught in the crossfire, you know?
No, and I don't blame you. I will go over there later on today and talk to her and try and explain, all right?
Well, that's kind of you. You know, Mary Lynn thinks the world of your children.
And they adore her. We all do.
And what seems to be the problem? Why can't she help you out?
It's not that simple, you know.
Did you hire someone else?
No. The thing is, we don't need anybody. You see, Clint didn't really hire her to be with the boys. The babysitter was for me.
You?
Oh, yes. Don't you know that I'm going to turn into Nicky Smith any minute? I'm going to grab my wig, knife him in the back, steal the baby, and go on a crime spree. As far as he's concerned, I'd much better be off handcuffed to the wall, but he can't do that. So, no, instead he wants me guarded 24 hours a day. Clint thinks... Oh, I'm very sorry. I don't know why I'm running on like this.
Well, that's all right.
No, it is not all right. Please, forgive me. I should not be unburdening myself to you right now. That's not fair.
Why don't you let me decide what's fair?
I don't know what to do anymore. How am I going to reach you? How do I get my husband to trust me? To believe in me again? I have the feeling I'm losing everything that matters to me now.
Well, I'm sure you've tried to talk it through with him, huh?
With Clint, dozens of times, we always end up at the same wall. Nicky Smith.
Did he believe you that you were out on that wild goose chase looking for Jessica that night?
Oh. Do you remember that I told you I saw a young man in the parking lot at the Green Dragon restaurant? Turned out to be Jamie Sanders.
Yes, I know. Did you tell Clint about him?
Oh, yes. We went right over to the Sanders house to talk to Jamie. He denied it. Said he'd never seen me before in his whole life.
Sure. What about the parking lot at the Green Dragon?
Didn't know anything about that. Never been there, no.
Just making another one of his drug deals, probably, huh?
He lied to save his own neck, and I hope they throw the book at him.
That makes two of us. All right, now, did Clint believe you?
Yes, Clint was very supportive. Pointed out just exactly what the word of a coke dealer is worth, and he told everybody that Jamie Sanders was lying. And then he came home and he hired a watchdog just in case I was the one who was lying. Just in case it was Nicky Smith sneaking around in the bushes that night, returning the baby that she had kidnapped.
I don't suppose it would help if I talked to Clint, huh?
No, I think it's useless to talk to Clint. Thank you, but this is something I'm going to have to work out all on my own somehow. Although I must say that it's very good to have you to talk to about it.
Probably just make things worse if I stuck my big nose in it, huh?
I have to convince him, Tom. I have to find a way to show him what he's destroying. And I'll do it. I will. I have to. End of subject. So, would you and Mary Lynn like to go to the hospital fair with us?
Oh, thanks very much, but we're going with Maria.
Okay.
Maria called me after we'd had a go-around about something and suggested that Mary Lynn and I go to the fair with her.
Good, I see.
You know, Maria isn't really that bad, you know.
Did I say she was bad?
Well, she isn't your favorite person in the world, is she?
No, you're right. She's not. I admit that.
But aside from the obvious, why don't you like her? Hmm?
I think if Clint and I had a list of people who did not wish us well, Maria would be on it. Or is that what you meant by the obvious?
Well, yeah, I suppose. Maria isn't perfect. She's had some curves pitched at her and hasn't been easy for her, but she did raise Cord, which does say something.
You're absolutely right about that. But it was not her maternal instinct that I was talking about.
Do you suppose perhaps you're getting some of your frustrations out on her?
Possible.
Well, I've always found her to be truthful.
Tom, perhaps she is just a little more complicated than you think.
Well, that is also possible.
You are an extraordinarily nice man. You're very kind, very understanding, and if you have a fault, although I'm not quite sure that you have one yet, I think it's your tendency to be overly generous where some people are concerned.
Well, Alice, I'm trying to write an editorial here, you know what I mean? Now, I need those numbers. Yes, well, tell research to get a fire under it, okay? Thank you, Alice.
Hi.
Oh, Maria, what is it?
I know you're busy. I suppose this isn't any of my business, but since you are Cord's father, I feel as if we're family.
Yeah. Tell me, Maria, what's going through your mind?
Well, I guess the only way to help you is to be your friend. And believe me, Clint, I truly mean that. I bumped into Rafe at the hospital.
Uh-huh. I'm listening.
Well, I realized something very important, that the suspect list for the kidnapping hasn't changed.
Maria, will you get to the point?
The point is, you are avoiding the subject of Nikki Smith.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, of course.
If you knew I was avoiding it, why in the hell did you bring it up?
Clint,
No, didn't you get lambasted enough at Land Fair? No wonder Vicky let into you.
I had a big group yesterday, and today I'm taking some honeymooners out to Devil's Claw Island. Devil's Claw? About as isolated as you can get for lovers. Well, that must be the two now.
Nice talking to you.
Jack? Yes, hi. This is my husband, Cord.
No, I was wondering if you'd make it. Picked up all that stuff this morning. Thought I might be stuck with it.
What stuff?
Things I need before setting sail. Wouldn't have done me much good if you two didn't show up. Well, let's go, folks.
Okay.
Marie, I'm sorry. Please don't cry.
Oh, I shouldn't have come here.
No, I shouldn't have yelled at you.
I'm sorry for bothering you.
Maria, wait. It isn't you.
I can't help it. I care about your family.
I said it isn't you. It's me. I've had a hair trigger with everybody lately, including my wife. You just hit a sore spot.
Lucky, I am so worried about you.
So am I. If I don't get a hold on this thing pretty soon, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. I feel like I've got a volcano inside of me.
Well, is there anything that I can do?
Well, you do make a pretty good listener.
Thanks.
Maria, what's the most important thing in a marriage?
Love.
And trust. And without those two things, how can any marriage survive?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Does Vicky think you don't trust her?
Yes, I I hired someone, a babysitter, you know, to take care of the... Anyway, Vicky knew that I was really thinking of Nicky Smith. You see, I'm not avoiding anything.
Do you think the kidnapper was Vicky's other self?
Vicky swore it wasn't. And you know what? I believe her. Because what it all comes down to is the most important things in a marriage. Love and trust. Trust, Maria. Thank you.
For what?
For a good idea. Let's see, my deadline isn't until tomorrow morning.
Well, where are you going?
I am going to go home, grab my wife and my children. I'm going to take them to the hospital fair. We are a normal family, and we are damn sure going to start acting like it. First, I got a call. Rafe Gertz. Excuse me. Yeah, Rafe Gerritsen, please. Cliff Buchanan calling.
I must use the ship to shore. Alert Dmitri to expect intruders.
Well, this is the boat.
Listen, I'm sorry we're late. We got kind of held up in town.
Honeymooners, eh?
Almost. Newlyweds.
They're always late. Okay, let's climb aboard and get out to the island. Right, there we go.
So you got someplace special in mind, Jack?
Oh, yes. A little piece of heaven that just dropped onto this earth.
Great. What's the name of it?
Oh, honey, who cares what it's called? Let's just get there. Cowboy, I hope you have sea legs, too.
What a serious man you are, Mr. Rage. Don't you ever take time out for personal pleasures?
Yeah, sometimes. You know what they say about all work and no play?
I can guarantee you, working or playing, you could never be a dull boy. There's Orestes. He looks edgy. I'm sure he's heartless.
Yeah, well, if he wants to stay healthy and happy, he won't cross me.
I can believe it.
John? Is that you? What are you doing in Jamaica? What a surprise. I never expected to see anyone I knew.
Yeah, neither did I. Are you on your honeymoon?
You know, you're the second person today to ask us that. No, it's just a vacation, but it's turned into a honeymoon real quick.
So, aren't you going to introduce us to your friend?
Listen, I'd love to sit and chat to you, but we're already late.
It was one of the most wonderful moments of my entire life.
What are you talking about?
You saw the look on his face. Now that is a guilty guy. He has reason to be.
And who was that little beauty?
Just a one-night stand from a few lifetimes ago.
I've radioed ahead. Colonel Dmitri is eager to meet you, Mr. Rage.
Is that right? Well, I'm eager to meet him.
Kidding, sweetheart. It's scary.
Well, this thing with Vicky and Clive?
You know, the poor guy's got two choices, both rotten. I mean, he's got to trust his wife, right?
Of course.
But damn it, he's also got to protect that baby. No wonder he's so torn up.
So are you.
He's family, Delilah, and he's one of the best people I've ever known.
And you're frustrated because you can't do anything about it.
I'm no good at this. I want problems you can solve.
Well, Rafe, you're doing the best you can.
You know, Captain Moore isn't helping matters.
He still thinks that it's Nicky Smith?
That's all he talks about. God, I wish to hell that Clint had hired a security guard for the house. Oh, honey, I gotta get going.
No, Rafe, you haven't finished your lunch. You haven't even started it
Yeah,
yet.
well, I got a meeting, and that beep means I can see the boss before we get started.
But I have
Sorry.
so many things to tell you still.
Sweetheart, tonight, I promise, tell me anything you want, okay?
But
See you later.
Rafe...
All right, thanks.
Delilah, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help overhearing...
that man, he just thinks about work all the time.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
Delilah, why would Clint want to hire a security guard for land fair?
What?
The baby's safe. I mean, what's there to worry about?
The police are still trying to find out who kidnapped the kid.
home very early? What happened? Did you receive an anonymous tip that there was a red-headed woman lurking in the shrubbery? Hmm?
I reckon I deserve that.
Maybe you found a few more strands of hair from a wig.
I came home early to apologize.
To apologize? I'm not really interested in apologies, Clint. I don't need apologies.
I know that, but I'm sorry anyway.
I need you to trust me. I need to know that you have faith in me.
I do.
Do you mean that?
Yes, I mean that.
You're saying the right words and you're looking at me in the right way, but then you turn around and you say and you do something that belies all that.
I'm guilty, I admit it.
Then what is the point in talking about it?
Because we can't keep living on the edge of suspicion, honey. We're killing each other.
What other choice do we have?
I did some pretty heavy soul searching. I mean, I looked at my doubts and I weighed my options and you know what I came up with? I mean, it really all boils down to something pretty simple.
I'm all ears.
If you had the slightest doubt or the slightest fear that Nicky Smith was coming back, you'd tell me about it, wouldn't you?
Instantly.
And I know that. Deep down, honey, I know that. I just forgot how well you know yourself for a while. And if you tell me that there is no chance that Nicky Smith is coming back, I believe you. No more doubts, okay? Honey, did you hear me?
I heard you.
Well, then what's wrong? Honey, I swear it's the truth. Now, don't you believe me?
I wish I could. But you've said the same thing before, and then 2 seconds later, you're looking at me sideways again. I'm sorry, I don't know what to believe.
So, John is two-timing Dorian, huh?
Oh, girl, there you go, jumping to conclusions again.
Oh, come on, honey. We both saw him. He had this beautiful woman on his arm, and he was afraid to introduce her to us.
Tina, the man is a detective. Now, did it ever occur to you that he might be working on some kind of a secret assignment?
Yeah, that's a secret assignment that I am really not.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, your ears do look a little bit bigger to me lately.
Court. What was that for?
Well, it was just a little bon voyage. I don't want you thinking about John or Dorian anymore. By the time we get to that island, I only want you thinking about me.
You got a deal.
Tell Colonel Dimitri I'm uninvited guests. A boat in the cove on the North Shore. Find out how he wants me to deal with them.
Yes, sir.
You're still here.
You remember this old truck? Joey used to play with this night and day.
I thought you went back to your office.
No, I told him at the office I'd be out for the rest of the day because, well, because I was I'll take my family to the hospital fair.
Oh, Clint.
I'm not going to run from this, honey. There's nothing more important to me than my wife and our kids.
I'm sorry, I was very unreasonable earlier.
You were just being honest. That's just another reason why I love you like I do.
Too much has happened.
Sweetheart, we've both been under the gun.
Did you really mean it when you said that you believed me?
I swear it. I swear it.
And you will trust me with the children from now on?
Completely. I still think you're taking too much on your shoulders, honey, to try and deal with it all at once, but if you don't want any help, I'm not going to force it. And I won't be making any surprise decisions without letting you in on them.
I'm sorry I slept in the nursery last night.
Honey, if we keep turning our backs on each other, how are we going to survive?
We can't.
Am I forgiven?
I love you.
I love you more.
Please, please, please don't ever let this happen again.
Never. It won't. It won't, starting right this minute. It never will. So, if we're going to start right this minute, how about you give me a hand with this box? And then we can round up Kim and the boys as we will go to the fair.
Well, we're going to have to wait for Rafe and Delilah. They're bringing Sammy over here. We're all going to go together. Rafe just called.
Oh, really? Great. The more the merrier. Do we have a screwdriver, sweetheart?
Here.
I think I can.
Use the letter opener.
Oh.
What if Rafe brings up Nikki?
He won't.
You sound very certain.
We already had the discussion. He knows where I stand.
Well, I don't know that that's going to make any difference to him.
But hell, it won't. Because if he brings it up, that's his problem. He knows where the door is.
You going to throw him out?
He's either for us or he's against us. But either way, it's you and me, okay?
Okay.
Well, Joey? Hey, Joey, come on, take this stuff out to the car, will you?
You know, this was Joey's very favorite racer.
That's quite a little fella you raised, Eddie. I mean, give up his favorite toys for some little kids in the hospital?
Well, I'm not really surprised. He learned that from his wonderful, unselfish father.
Oh. And what about his wonderful, unselfish mother?
I taught him a few things.
We're good parents, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
We're okay. And we got those two little guys, Kevin and Joey, they prove it every doggone day.
And Jessica?
Well, Jessica's just she's just a miracle, pure and simple. We're okay. From now on, honey, it's smooth sailing.
Joey!
This is Colonel Dimitri's castle, where I'm gonna stay.
This is a hideaway, Mr. Rage, not a luxury hotel. And you're here to bid on secrets, not play golf. Come, Colonel Dimitri is waiting.
Go ahead, Orestes. We'll be there in a moment.
I get the distinct impression that guy doesn't like me.
Orestes is exceedingly loyal to Dimitri. He thrives on suspicion and mistrust.
It's not a bad quality to have in our line of work.
Just exactly what are some of your accomplishments, Johnny?
No, I'm sorry. I don't discuss my missions or the reasons for them.
There are those who believe you to be a hero of the international underground.
Well, there are those that are in it for the glory of it. I just do it and do my job, and if I get results, well, then it's all been worthwhile.
You're also the most evasive man that I've ever met. What if we talked about something besides politics? Would I get a straight answer then?
Now, that all depends on the subject.
How does this topic suit you? It's all right. We're in a blind spot here.
You've got it all figured out, don't you?
Unlike you, Johnny, I make no secrets about what I want.
Well, the verdict is in. Kevin is a pack rat. He's standing up there in the middle of his room, staring at toys that he knows he or Joey will never play with again, and he's still having trouble letting go.
Well, actually, he gets that from his mother. I was exactly like that when I was a little girl. I could never let anything go, no matter how broken, torn, worn, or unused it was.
Funny how Kevin isn't, Joey isn't that way at all, isn't he?
No, and I'm glad I grew up to be just like Joey, because it's good to donate these books to the hospital and unclutter some of our bookshelves.
Yeah. Are we going to take Jessica to the hospital fair with us, or are we going to leave her home with Kim?
Oh, I think we can take her with us. Honey, I don't think we should be so protective of her that we keep her hidden away.
That's true.
Clint, are you sure that you don't have any lingering doubts that I turned into Nikki Smith and stole the baby away?
Honey, what are you talking about? Of course I know it didn't happen that way.
I know that you want to believe it, and I know that you've said it, but if you do have any doubts, you have to let me know now.
I said no. Weren't you listening?
I know, but I sort of feel I forced you into this. I mean, I practically put our relationship on the line over it.
Honey, that just shook me up enough to realize that I can't listen to Bill Moore or anyone else. I have to listen to you and my gut instincts.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. In your guts, you have no secret fears that I'm wrong?
No, none at all. In fact, if I'd listened to my instincts to begin with, I wouldn't have even brought it up.
Well, what about Bill Moore? What about Rafe?
Honey, I told you. Rafe doesn't really believe it, but he's been forced to do his job, and he's had to follow every lead that the department has had on the case. But now it's over.
I wish that Jamie Sanders would stop lying and just admit that he saw me in the parking lot that night. Then it would be over for the police, too.
Well, maybe after his trial and conviction, he'll admit to it, you know, when he doesn't have anything to lose.
Oh, no, I have a feeling that that kid will never stop lying, even if he is found guilty of everything that they arrested him for. Can you imagine? He jumped bail, he held a person at gunpoint in front of his own mother. He hardly sounds like the kind of man who would go out of his way to do you a favor.
Sweetheart, even if he never admits to seeing you that day, the police are going to have to give it up. They have nothing to go on. So let's stop talking about it and just push forward, okay?
I have to go to Mary Lynn and apologize.
Oh, well, she and Tom are going to be at the hospital fair, I imagine. I'm sure you can come up with some reason to pull her aside and talk to her. I'm going to have to apologize myself. After all, I was the one who put her in the middle.
You know something? After we get back to some sort of a routine life again, and I go back to work at the Banner, we can use her to help Kim out at odd times.
Good. Exactly. Kevin and Joey sure do like her. Well, I'm going to get upstairs, tell Kevin it is 0 hour on the toys, see how Joey's doing out at the car. You need some help?
No. I've actually only changed my mind about one book. Clint?
Yeah?
I love you very much.
For which I thank God every day. I love you too.
You're in trouble. May I help? These are toys for the kids at the hospital. Oh, getting ready for the fair, huh? Listen, when these are all picked up, could you help me look for something? When I dropped by to see your parents yesterday, I lost an earring, and I couldn't find it, so I thought I'd come back and look around. See it, Joey? It looks like that. We'll find it. Yeah? Why don't you look over there, and I'll look over here. Maria? Yeah. Joey, oh, there goes the other one. You found it. Thanks. It's wonderful. Listen, you know what? At the fair today, I'm going to buy you some cotton candy. But, Joey, could you do me another favor? Would you not tell anybody I was here looking for my earring? You know why? I lose things all the time, and people always make fun of me, and it makes me feel so bad. So, could we just keep this between us? Sure. Oh, thanks. Okay, listen, I'll see you later. Okay, bye.
To me, too. That's probably because I'm looking right at you.
Well, what do you say we do some exploring?
Sounds good to me, but what about Captain Jack over there?
Oh, he'll be happy. He's tying knots or something like that. I better go tell him we're going to take a hike, though, okay?
All right.
Be back in a minute.
Okay. Oh, man.
It's pretty isolated out here. It's still not too late to change your mind.
No, isolation is exactly what I wanted. Now, are the grounds immaculate and the Lancaster house stocked as I paid for?
You're all set.
Good. Well, then I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks. Although, I really don't think Cord is ever going to want to leave then.
Look, I've got a portable shortwave radio out on the boat. I can let you have it.
We don't need it. Thanks, Captain. Bye-bye. So, Captain Jack is going to read and nap and wait for us while we play in paradise.
Oh, yeah? What a life, huh?
Well, let's go explore.
Hey, look, there seems to be some kind of a path right through there. Why don't we go check that out?
All right, you lead the way.
Hi, Marilyn.
Are you ready for the fair?
Well, I decided not to go, but I would like to donate these clothes.
Why aren't you going with us?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just not in the mood or something.
Come on, you'll enjoy yourself.
Yeah, please come. It won't be any fun without you. All right, okay.
Well, great. We're almost ready. I've got all of our donations packed. I just need to run upstairs and change clothes.
Well, that'll only take 4 hours.
Dad.
Okay, 3 hours.
Tom, is Marilyn okay? She wasn't her usual bubbly self.
Well, she got caught in the crossfire between Clint and Vicky, but it's all been straightened out now.
What happened?
Oh, it has to do with Clint. The police told him there's a possibility that Nicky Smith is still around, so he was afraid to leave Vicky alone with the baby.
Well, what does that have to do with Marilyn?
Oh, well, he hired Mary Lynn to keep the boys occupied and help Kim and have someone else around the house.
You mean like a spy?
Well, he didn't tell Mary Lynn that, no, but Vicky caught on to it, fired Mary Lynn. An argument ensued, and between Clint and Vicky before Mary Lynn could get out.
Oh, dear.
But it's all been straightened out, though. Vicky called. She said Clint has dropped his suspicions. I hope that's the end of that episode.
Maybe for the three of you, but not for me.
Hey, partner.
What are you doing out here?
Come, this way. Dimitri, I'd like to present Johnny Rage. Johnny, this is Colonel Carlos Dimitri.
Yes, of course. I recognize you from your recent publicity.
Welcome to Devil's Claw, Mr. Rage. Something wrong?
I just prefer to wait on the handshake. That is, until I own the microfilm and we seal the deal.
Now, that will depend upon how much money you brought with you, won't it? I can't give you a guarantee in advance, you know. This is purely a money-making proposition to promote the cause of freedom in Mendoza.
Not to mention your own personal wealth and power.
None of which is of any interest to you, I suppose.
Well, according to Mr. Rage, his work is his reward, and he prefers anonymity.
Oh, really? I see you two have had a long chat together.
Not long enough. Oh, what I mean by that, Colonel, is that Agrippina wouldn't tell me where the microfilm was hidden.
Don't waste your time, Mr. Rage. My lovely Agrippina doesn't know. I wouldn't put her in the teeth of danger like that, would I?
Well, when are the others coming? I'm anxious to get this show on the road.
Very impatient, aren't you? I'd love to know what your plans are for the anti-missile control system.
Oh, it'll make headlines in due time, Colonel.
Well then, within a few days we shall see if you can outbid everyone, including Renata Schmidt. You obviously didn't know that your old lover and compatriot will also be among us.
No, I didn't. The last I heard, she was hiding out in Japan, out of the business.
Yes. Apparently the microfilm and its many possibilities have lured her out of retirement.
Oh, that's great. That's just what I need.
I hope there won't be any trouble between you.
No, no trouble. I'll handle Renata. I just don't want to.
Just take it nice and easy, that's all. Algie, get us some tea, please.
Coffee, if you have.
Well, we have both.
Colonel,
Yes, Orestes.
Hemmings needs to know what to do about the intruders.
Oh, damn it.
Wait a minute. What intruders?
Nothing to worry about, Mr. Rage. I'll be back shortly.
Renata Schmidt, did they brief you on her?
Yeah, the bomb-throwing babe from the German terrorist group. Yeah. Johnny Rage's girlfriend, and lover. She's hiding out in Japan. Now, I don't think we have to worry about her identifying. Since Rage was picked up in Munich, she hasn't heard from him.
That's the one thing that really disturbs me about this whole operation, is that we haven't heard from her. If she were to resurface in Devil's Claw, you can't spot her, but she can spot you, and if she does, she'll try to kill you, John.
Yeah.
Well, Kevin finally made up his mind what toys he doesn't want anymore.
Where are we going, Dad?
Well, Rafe and Delilah and little Sammy are coming over. We're all gonna leave from here. Be about an hour or so. Joey, your mother put this in here?
Nope.
Huh. Must be left over from another trip. Well, I don't recognize the bag, but I'll take it up to Vicky and see if she put it in here on purpose.
First, can we play ball, Dad?
Well, I don't see why not. Yeah, we can give it a try. Ah, here comes the Gerritsons now. Maybe Rafe will join us. Hey!
And want me around. Even Clint yelled at me earlier today.
Oh, yeah, where was this?
I stopped off at the Banner.
Why?
Well, all I wanted was to say hi. Well, at any rate, all I did was mention Vicky's name, and he yelled at me. And I mean, he did apologize, but he certainly did hurt my feelings. If they're going to the fair, I don't want to be there.
Come on, listen, by the time they get there, they'll be fine. Everything will calm down. I don't see why everyone can't be cordial and friendly.
Oh, Vicky will only pretend to be friendly, and Clint will hover over her to impress the both of us with their undying love.
Maria, you know, I think you need to make some more friends in this town so you don't need to see Clint so often. I'm sorry, Maria, but Al is gone. Your son is married. He has a profession.
Oh, yeah, some profession. Cord and Tina just flew off to the Caribbean last night.
Oh, I think that's a wonderful thing to do.
I don't know. There was something very strange about the urgency of it. I mean, Tina's urgency. It's like she had to get him out of town as soon as he got back from El Paso.
By the way, what about that land?
Well, Cordero found proof that it was Asa Buchanan who made it look like it was Al's property. Cord's already given half his money back. I haven't decided what I'm going to do.
Well, you've got a lot to think about. But still, there isn't much point in sitting in your room and pouting now, is there, huh?
No.
By the time we get there, everything will be fine. Now, while you think about that, I'm going to lug that stuff out to the car.
All right.
I never expected Clint to find the valise so soon. If he opens it with Joey, will Joey tell him I was in the driveway?
He left. Something about intruders.
We're all intruders on this desolate island. So, Johnny, you looked very tense when Dimitri said Renata Schmidt was coming.
Well, I can't stand being around that woman, even for a second. I hate her.
What brought on such hatred? An act of international sabotage, or was it something more personal?
You know I'm not about to open up on that, Heidi.
Well, I was just wondering if such hate doesn't still border on love.
You know, you could do me a personal favor here. Would you use your influence with your boyfriend and get him to keep her off the island?
Impossible. He's not interested in your quarrel, just your money.
Well, just convince him that I can outbid her. Then he's just wasting his time.
Is that it? You're really afraid she could outbid you?
Well, yeah, I mean, given her former playmates, that's a distinct possibility.
Well, if I'd had more time, I could have done something about it. But Renata Schmidt is scheduled to arrive in an hour or two.
Of all the islands in the Caribbean, they have to come and play on Devil's Claw.
Who's that?
Young honeymooners, frolicking on the beaches.
I wouldn't worry about it, Colonel. It's probably just they'll be here for a little bit and then they'll sail off into the sunset.
Very attractive couple, actually. But I think they've made a very bad choice.
I'm wondering if it wasn't those two we saw just about to set sail when we got to the pier.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Jessica's getting so big.
I know, and I look at Sammy, and I know before I blink she'll be that big, won't you?
Do you remember being that small?
Do you remember, Sammy,
when you had to be held and carried and fed. You don't remember that. She doesn't remember.
But those were the good old days.
She doesn't remember that.
Hi, Delilah. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Mom.
Hi there. You finished playing ball with your dad and Rafe?
Yep.
You know, darling, these toys are really too babyish for Sammy. You think you could take her in your room and show her your toys, even with all the ones you've given away? I'm sure there's plenty left, right?
Okay.
Oh, good, honey. Besides, Jessica has to lie down for a minute before we go. Is it all right? Kim is in his room, so she won't be alone.
Oh, sure. Come on.
Come on, you want to go lie down just for a minute? Should we
I'll be
take
right
this
back.
with us? Let's take this with us, okay? Oh, my big girl, you're getting so big, so big, so big. You don't want to lie down? Lie down and then you'll be fine. That's my girl. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, there you go.
Oh, well,
That. You know, we haven't really talked about you. I mean, we've been so preoccupied with my side of the family the past couple of weeks, I haven't had a chance to ask. How are you and Rafe doing?
well, I love being married. I really do. But it's taking a lot of adjusting. More on my part than Rafe's.
That doesn't really surprise me, since you sort of dove in head first as wife and mother.
Well, a cop's wife. Big difference. The mothering part is wonderful. Sammy is just discovering the whole world, everything that she sees.
I'll bet.
I wish that I could be a better wife, though.
What on earth does that mean?
Rafe works so hard. He's never home. And when he is home, there's a lot of tension.
But, honey, I'm sure he would prefer to spend spare time with you.
I know, but then I feel so guilty when I do complain. If he's late and I don't know where he is, I worry that he's hurt.
So this is really a privilege to have an afternoon with him and Sammy, right? I'm very honored you're sharing that time with us.
Yeah, we'll wait, though. Headquarters could call any minute, so let's not celebrate early.
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Okay. John, how are you and Clint doing now?
Well, we're doing much better, thank you. Although I'm telling you that this crisis produced some pretty terrible moments between us.
Yeah, but if a couple could get through anything, it's you two.
Delilah, that's what I always thought, too. And I think that as long as we continue to absolutely trust each other and make this marriage our #1 commitment, we'll be just fine. Remember that for you and Rafe.
I don't mean to imply that our problems are major ones.
Oh, I know that. I know. But even so, it's funny how minor problems can escalate into major ones. It's important to keep talking.
You know, Vicki, I really love to talk to you. I always have. And if you ever need to talk about anything, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone.
I'd be happy to. As long as you're not implying that I need to talk about Nikki Smith.
Do some exercise and a little target practice. Why don't you let me handle the problem?
Now you sound more like your reputation, Mr. Rage. But no thanks. I think we need something to keep the men from getting lazy and bored. The intruders will be taken care of by sunset, Colonel. Good. You know, I wish this was the palace in Mendora, so I could entertain you better. You must plan to come and visit us sometime in the near future.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll probably be very busy once I own that microfilm.
Well, I'm tired of all this politicking and plotting, and I think I'm going to go for a swim.
Oh?
Colonel, Renata Schmidt has just arrived.
Excellent. Bring her in.
Second thoughts, I think I'll stay.
Yeah, that's my cue to take a...
Hold on, Johnny. Hold on. You've got to face your enemy sometime or the other.
Yeah, well, better later than now. I don't want to ruin my day with this ugly mood.
Colonel Dimitri.
Ah, Miss Schmidt. Delighted. Welcome. Allow me to introduce you to Agrippina Walcott.
Hello.
And to reintroduce you to someone you haven't seen for a few years. Say hello to Johnny Rage.
Careful. Watch your step.
So, how do you like our little island?
Our little island.
Well, just for today, I mean.
Oh, are you kidding me? I like it just fine. In fact, I love it. Wonder why Jack never told us what the name of it was.
Well, why don't we name it then?
Right.
I know. In honor of Adam and Eve, we will call it Little Eden. Cord, what is it?
man.
Cord, what's wrong?
He's gone. His whole boat, he's gone. Oh, look at this. He dumped our stuff right here on the beach. Honey, I'm sorry to say this, but I think we're stranded. As far as the rest of the world is concerned, we're just lost at sea.
Man, I haven't thrown a football in years.
You got quite an arm on you, Rafe. Quite an arm.
Yeah, I'm amazed at what's left of it. Aren't you supposed to be taking things out to the car?
Oh, that. I found it in the trunk of Vicky's car, and I don't think it has anything to do with donations for the fair.
Listen, while we got a moment alone.
Yeah, I know. You're wondering why I canceled the private detective.
Yeah.
I had to make a decision. My marriage or my paranoia. Vicky cannot deal with my having suspicions about her, Rafe, so damn it, I made a decision to trust my instincts.
You mean trust hers, don't you?
Our instincts. Look, Rafe, I'm not all that happy with myself for listening to you and Captain Moore in the first place, so I'm gonna just forget it. This family is gonna forget it.
Yeah, well, it's not like I don't understand.
Good, then we don't have any argument, do we? What have I got, a chance in a million? I'll take the chance.
Even if I can guarantee...
Beside the point. I can't live with myself being secretly worried about Vicky, and she can't live with me while I'm doing it. She picks up the vibes, Rafe.
Okay, so everything seems normal, huh?
Good. So we can drop it, right?
It's fine with me, Clint, but I don't know about Captain Moore.
Ah, yes, Captain Moore. Well, Rafe, he can't really pursue this thing because there's no real evidence, right? Now, if he badgers Vicky and badgers me, then we're just going to have to follow through with Vicky's threat about a harassment suit. And you can tell him I said so.
Thanks.
As a matter of fact, I'll tell him myself.
No, I'll handle that.
Okay. Well, everything's settled. We can gather our families and go have a good day, right?
Sounds great to me.
I'll go upstairs and get them together.
Okay. Hey, Clint, did you want to take this up with you?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, Clint. Look at this.
Heard about Nicky Smith.
But you were thinking it, weren't you?
Why do you think that?
Well, I'm sure that Rafe must have said something to you about everything that's been going on here.
Yeah, but Vicky, that doesn't mean that I was thinking that now. Rafe has had a really hard time dealing with all this, and I've never believed any of it at all.
If that's the case, then I'm very sorry, Delilah. I really am. I think I'm just being very touchy. Because after all, it was Captain Moore and Rafe that pushed Clint into suspecting it was Nicky.
Vicky, I had nothing to do with that.
I know that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I've had a very, very rough time, Delilah. Because, you see, I know for a fact that there is no more Nicky Smith. I know for a fact that she died last February. And if Clint doesn't trust me on that, it is going to totally destroy our marriage.
Rafe has hated himself, yet he has had to follow up on any available evidence.
If you have any influence at all with Rafe, I would really appreciate it if you would use that influence to urge him to drop this case. Just consider it closed. Delilah, please forgive me, will you?
No, there's nothing to forgive. If I had been through in the last couple of years what you've been through, I would have fallen apart long ago.
Maybe not. Human beings have remarkable resources, you know. I'm just eternally grateful that whoever did take Jessica brought her back.
I was so moved when I saw you on Dorian's show, begging for Jessica's return. I guess the kidnapper felt the same way.
I guess. I just pray she doesn't do the same thing with somebody else's baby.
How are things between Asa and Clint?
Oh, not good. Clint is adamant that Asa is no longer a member of this family. At least he did relent where the children were concerned. He's going to permit Kevin and Joey to visit Asa every once in a while.
Oh, I'm glad. You know, I really can understand Asa's pain, though.
Has he called you?
No. Is there any word from Bo?
Oh, Dee Dee hears from him periodically, and it's always the same. Says it won't be much longer, but she's very, very upset as well. I assume you know that Ace and Pamela have split up.
No.
Oh, yes. I'm afraid it is going to be a long, cold, lonely winter for Asa Buchanan. Why don't we go see if the boys and Sammy are all right, okay?
No.
That's red hair, Clint.
No, damn it.
We have to open it up.
No, we're not gonna open it up.
It was in Vicky's car, right? In her trunk, someplace you're hardly ever near. Clint, we're gonna have to look inside it.
Rafe, I just resolved this. I don't want to open it up again.
Or maybe you won't have to. Maybe it's got stuff for the fair. Maybe there's a doll inside and there's strands of hair sticking out.
No, that's impossible. Vicky told me herself just not even an hour ago that... Let me get myself together here. Let me try and get the strength to... I mean, if everything I believed is... Open it.
What is this, Colonel Dimitri? Your idea of humor? A little sideshow for fun during the auction?
Not at all, Miss Schmitz. I thought since both of you and Johnny Rage were bidding on the microphone...
Well, if I'd have known, I would have sent someone in my place.
Yeah, one of your many loves, huh?
Don't dare talk of love, you two-timing dog!
Watch it there, Renata, baby.
You know, he spends more time seducing women than he does fighting for the freedom of the oppressed.
Colonel, I want her off this island right now.
Oh, no! He's the one who's got to go.
I'm sorry, the issue here is money. The issue is bidding on the microfilm. It is not your past personal relationship.
Well, I assure you, Colonel, I can outbid her any day.
Don't fall for that, Colonel. Johnny Rage no longer shines in the underground. He's probably got $50 in his pocket and a plot to steal.
Why,
Tell you, Tina, I can't wait till I get my hands on that Captain Jack character.
Well, at least he left us our picnic basket. Now we won't have to go hungry.
Oh, yeah, he's a real nice guy, Tina. All we have to worry about now is rationing whatever it is he left us.
Rationing?
Look, honey, I don't mean to worry you or anything, but I have no idea where we are or when we're going to get out of here.
Oh, honey, someone will find us eventually.
That's something to hope for, but you can't really count on that happening tonight. Look, maybe I better go out there someplace, find the materials for a fire or a shelter or something like that.
Cord, honey, wait. Why don't we just go explore a little first, okay? Cord! Cord! Cord, look!
Steps of some kind. At least used to be.
Yeah, well, come on, they have to lead somewhere to something.
Now,
and
wait a minute.
Who knows? Maybe we'll even find a cave or well, even an abandoned house or something.
All right, look, we're going to go up there for about a half hour, no more than that. If we don't find shelter, we're coming back down. You know, Tina, you're sure being brave about all this.
Yeah, I want you to be proud of me.
Well, I'm proud of you all the time, girl. You're the best-looking girl on this island.
What?
Careful.
Oh, no.
We'll have to ask Tina if this is the same dress that red-haired woman was wearing in the hospital nursery that night.
Rafe, will you please not drag Tina into this?
Clint, Tina is the only eyewitness.
Damn it, you are making it sound as if that is conclusive proof that my wife has turned into Nicky Smith again.
Clint, you said this valise was in the trunk of Vicky's car. You don't recognize it.
That doesn't mean that... All right. So we have to talk to Tina. The hell, she's not even in town, Rafe. Now, what are we gonna... We gotta do something about this right now.
Boy, this is fun. I can't remember having this much fun before.
Will you stop? You know, you're being a real baby. I mean, you did volunteer for this, didn't you?
No, I did not. You volunteered. I just came along with some of the donations.
Oh, and you had nothing to do, and you started feeling silly. So now you're helping me fold, right?
Well, yeah, but I didn't volunteer for lifetime duty, you know. Can we get out of here soon and meet Jeannie and her friends at Elmo's, huh?
Oh, Jeannie and her friends. You know, I have this feeling that when we get there, her friends will have canceled, except for one blonde ding-a-ling, which will be very disappointed that I show up. Just have this feeling.
Hi, Allison.
Oh, hi, Dan, Wanda, Dr. Wallach, welcome.
Hello,
How is it going so far?
Oh, good. If we keep getting this many donations, we're going to have a lot of stuff for the auction tonight.
Well, I want you to know I restrained myself and I didn't bring in all the old medical books up in the attic. Got a lot of other stuff. Listen, will you take care of that, honey? I got to go see some patients. I'll catch you all later.
Okay, bye. Hi, Larry.
Oh, hi, Maria.
Hi.
Marilyn, how are you?
Hi.
Where's Clint and Vicky?
Oh, well, as far as we know, they're on the way.
Oh, good. Excuse me, I have to go out here and...
Oh, more books for us? Well, I wanted to bring in all my current college texts, but Dad wouldn't let me.
Oh, boy. Oh, yes, here is the title. This is guaranteed to be the #1 top seller tonight. Oh, yes, the history of the lawnmower in American culture.
Wait a minute, Wanda. You can't sell that book. I've been looking all over the country for that.
Choose your friend.
Maria? Hi, Allison. Are you okay? You kind of look a little tense.
I do?
Yeah. Nothing has gone wrong with you, you know, getting rid of the stuff?
No problem.
Rafe, we have to do something about this right now before Vicky and Delilah come sashaying in here.
Clint, this is evidence, and as a police officer, I have to seize it. You understand?
Can we just try and figure this thing out before you go making any rash moves? Now, first off, who would plant that stuff in Vicky's car?
Planted. Clint, come on. Who would return the baby and then set it up so it still looks like Nikki Smith? What would anyone have to gain by that?
I don't know. And I can't think of anybody who would do it. But, Rafe, well, say something to give me some hope, at least to get me through the day.
Look, the first step is analyzing the hair to make sure it does or doesn't match with the hair we found in Jessica's crib.
Well, can you do that secretly, without letting Captain Moore in on it? Cousin, come on. You don't have to tell him anything about it until you get the results about the lab analysis.
Okay, I got a friend in the lab who'll probably do me a favor.
Thank you.
But after that, if the hair does match...
I understand. We'll deal with that if we have to. But maybe it won't match. Maybe this is somebody's idea of...
Okay, guys.
Show.
Ready to go?
You got it so we can leave.
Sure, darling.
Yeah, except me. I have to go down to the station house.
What?
Delilah, I just got a call. And they want...
I don't care if you got 20 calls. This is your afternoon off. Long overdue. Guaranteed by Captain Moore.
Yeah, but this is an emergency.
Well, what kind? I want details before I let you out of here.
It's not anything that's going to take that long anyway, is it, Rafe?
No, an hour, maybe 2.
Oh, Rafe,
Honey, it's really not that bad.
Yeah, but I know what'll happen. 2 hours will turn into 10.
I swear it won't.
I tell you what, if he's not at the hospital in 2 hours, we'll go and get him. We'll show up, all of us, and all 4 children. We will invade the police station. Then Captain Moore will be happy to get rid of him.
Listen, my beautiful wife.
Don't try to flatter me.
If you'll just let me continue. I love you. I love Sammy. I was looking forward to this day as much as you were.
Did you even try to fight Bill on this?
I couldn't. It's that important.
What is it?
Is it dangerous? Do I have to worry, too?
No, I won't be in any danger. It's just a... Well, it's just a confidential case I'm working on, and I'm the only one who could handle it.
All right, just get it over with, then.
Thanks. How about a smile and a kiss? Okay, I'm pushing. A smile or a kiss? Hmm? Come here, you.
Bravo! Yay! I think we can make sure that Delilah has a good time even without Ray, can't we, Clint? Oh, whose is this? Is this yours, Delilah?
No, it doesn't belong to us.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Excuse me. What? I decided I couldn't part with my old baseball card collection, even though it might bring the hospital a lot of money.
A baseball card collection?
Yeah, honey. Yeah, I'll see you all later.
Wait a minute, Rafe. We didn't bring this suitcase. What baseball card collection?
Delilah, I'm sorry if there are some things you still don't know about me, but I happen to have a baseball card collection.
Rafe,
Delilah, I think the reason he feels so guilty is because he has to go down to the office, you know, the station.
Well, I'm glad you think so. But I don't think that I deserve to be yelled at like that. And I know that suitcase doesn't belong to us, and I have never found one baseball card in the house.
Honey, I don't really know what to say. I mean, I know it seems strange, but I'm sure there's an explanation.
I'll just get the kids, and Rafe and I will deal with this later.
Clint, do you have any idea what's going on?
As far as I know, it's just what Rafe says, honey.
10 minutes ago, Delilah was telling me how difficult it is for her to adjust to Rafe's career and his hours, and how she was looking forward to his time off this afternoon.
Well, she'll get used to it. She's just going to have to get used to his job.
Well, I guess if she loves him enough, she will. You know something? It would be nice if all of our friends had the same kind of love that we do. Then we wouldn't have to worry about any of them.
That's right. We wouldn't have to worry at all.
Stop this! Stop this at once! We can't afford this. Our business here is far too serious. We already have problems with the two young lovers who've invaded the island.
What?
Just an accidental outing that brought them here. Nothing to worry about, Renata.
But why not send Renata? She could take her anger out on them.
Oh, don't worry. There'd still be plenty left over for you, Johnny.
Oh, stop this at once! I want you to settle this now. Privately. Work out a truce or something. Or else one of you will go off the island. I'm here selling a microfilm involving anti-missile strategy secrets. I will not allow this to be turned into a kindergarten.
Well, he's right, you know, Renata. It's because we hate each other. There's no reason to make a public display out of it.
All right, we'll talk, if he's still capable of it. Where to?
Ivy's bedroom is down that way. First door to the right. Go make your peace.
You know something, Colonel? If you weren't so greedy, you would have made that guest list up with just a little bit more sensitivity.
I have a growing dislike for that man.
Well, I think he's fine, but she's really disgusting.
Oh, I don't know. She's rather attractive in a hard-bitten kind of way. Not my type, really, but I see that you have an attraction for Johnny Rage.
Oh, Dimitri, really, you have nothing to be jealous about.
Danny, what about Judith Sanders? How is she holding up with her son in jail?
I've tried to contact her, but her butler says she's not taking any calls.
How awful for her and her husband.
It doesn't make sense that someone who's as caring as she can be can still have a son like Jamie who's capable of doing those things and be ready to let me go to jail for murder.
You know, I spent 5 minutes with Jamie Sanders, and I knew he was a spoiled brat.
Well, yeah, but sometimes if you get just too much handed to you, it's difficult to get things in any kind of a balance.
Oh, look who is there. Not only is it Miss Victoria, it's also Miss Jessica and Buchanan. Hello,
What about Daddy?
Yes, hiya, handsome.
Hello, Delilah. Hello, Samson.
So good to see you.
Oh, my dear, it's so good to see you with that precious baby in your arms. Oh.
Well, it looks okay again. I guess Dad was right.
Hey, Clint, can I take those off your hands?
Oh, thanks. We got more toys and clothes down in the car.
Danny, I'm so glad your whole ordeal is over, honey.
Oh, thanks to a lot of people. Thanks.
Is your father around?
He had to go see some patients, but he'll be back soon.
Good. I'd like to see him.
Okay.
Where is Ray?
Well, your guess is as good as mine. He's supposed to be here soon, but I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh, dear. Hey. Yes. Oh, yes. And tell me something. Where are Kevin and Joey?
Oh, Kim has them down in that lounge where all the children's games are. This is a family outing. Honey, could you call Jessica for a few minutes? I'm going to go talk to Mary Lynn. Got her? Got her head?
You?
Excuse me. Maria?
Hello. Hi, Vicky.
Mary Lynn.
Hi.
How are you, hon? Could I have a word with you just for a few minutes?
Well, why don't you do talk, and I'll say hello to Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Clint.
Fine. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Fine. Good.
Good. Are the boys here?
Yeah, they're around someplace. And Tom?
Well, he wanted you to have this day with your family, so he went over to the Banner to cover an emergency. He said he'd get here whenever he could.
Oh. Well, I'll have to remember to thank him for that. Excuse me.
Really, Vicky, you don't have to apologize. I understand. I have to admit I was a little shaken up at first, just because you and Clint seemed so close.
Oh, Mary Lynn, our arguing in front of you was a very unfortunate residue of a terrible strain that we've been under. But I want you to know that everything is fine now, and I just am mortified and so very sorry that you got caught in the middle.
Oh, well, I'm just glad it was only momentary. Can we just forget it, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you, honey. Let me tell you something. If we do need somebody to look after the children, you're the first person I'm going to hire, okay?
Isn't it lovely to see that family back together again?
Yeah. You know, Allison, you're really a sensitive person, you know? I think throughout that whole time that baby was gone, you really showed some strong emotion about us. I think you're going to make a very caring mother someday.
Yeah, well, maybe someday.
Hi, Clint. How you doing? Hey, Jessica. We have to talk privately.
Fine. How are you?
Don't you look great? You look rested and fit.
Thank you. Here's two of my reasons. The other two are in the game room here.
I think you better take her, honey.
Come on, darling.
Really hungry.
Life is raw.
I'll set alarms, huh?
Yeah.
I have to get some more boxes out of the car. How about giving me a hand?
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Jessica. You and I are going to go see what's for sale. Let's spend some money, huh?
Yes, baby.
Delilah,
What?
Keep an eye on Vicky while I'm gone, will you?
Why?
Just please do it.
But Clint,
Just do it.
All right, Kate, you want to tell me what the hell you're pulling here?
I could ask the same question of you, Uncle.
I'm down here on official U.S. business. What are you doing pretending like you're a terrorist?
Who says I'm pretending? All right, I'm not Renata Schmidt.
Thank the Lord.
But I am working for another organization, John. I am a subversive.
Piano? Yes, Orestes. Memories reports that he's lost sight of the young couple. Is what? They disappeared from the beach and into the jungle. Then what are you doing here? Search for them in the jungle. Well, we know that, sir. However, I also wanted to report that the boat that brought them here is gone. So perhaps we no longer have to worry about the captain and taking care of him as well.
It's the other two I'm concerned about. Just do what you have to do. Get rid of them.
Chris, finally.
All right, why didn't you come down to the lab? I told you I was tied up.
Yeah, I know, but this is personal. I need a favor, man. A big favor.
Ah, a break in the Buchanan kidnapping case, huh?
I need it analyzed. But you gotta promise to keep it to yourself until I say otherwise, okay?
Yeah, I guess so. Man, you put us both in a sling if Captain Moore finds out about this.
There's no reason for him to find out.
You got the wig or just this?
The wig is in my locker now. Chris, please, just tell me to go along with it and do it as soon as possible, all right?
Garrison, what the hell are you doing here on your day off?
Just paying off a football debt. My team lost the Monday night game. Here you go, Chris.
Well, I'll teach you, Rafe. I told you they'd choke.
I feel like I've been playing without my helmet here. 2 days ago, you give me a 10-minute lecture on how much you miss your family, you need some time off, I'm working you too much. What do you do on your day off? You come to work.
Yeah, I know. I'm not working, though.
1 day off, and you come in and pay McLaughlin, you're going to see him tomorrow?
Well, I stopped at the bank across the street to get some cash. Figured I'd drop by and pay up on my debts, you know? So I don't spend it all on Sammy today.
Right. Well, I learned one lesson here, Rafe. Never bet with Mac. Because if you lose, you only got 5 minutes to pay up. Hey, by the way, we pulled Denver in this morning. As long as you're here, you might as well sit in on the interrogation.
No, thank you. It's my afternoon off.
Okay, just checking. See you around, fellas.
Take it easy, Kitty. Take it easy, Captain.
Enjoy.
Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
Yeah, well, let me go and get it over with. Where are you going to be?
Right here.
What if the captain comes back?
He's interrogating Sonny Denver. Don't worry about it. And just get moving. And thanks, Chris. Although I'm pretty sure I'm going to hate what you find.
So what's this all about?
I'm glad you got the hint.
Well, I heard it in your voice.
Larry, this is terrible. Maybe Vicky has been Nicky Smith all along.
What makes you say that now?
I found a suitcase in the trunk of her car. A small suitcase. A suitcase I've never seen before. And in it was a red wig, a flashy dress, and a bracelet, a gaudy bracelet. And the worst part of it is, Rafe was there with me. He saw it. You can imagine what he thought.
What you're thinking now, right?
Yeah, well, except I keep hoping that... I keep thinking maybe somebody planted him.
Come on, Clint. Vicky hasn't got an enemy like that in the whole world.
Well, I hope not. Anyway, Rafe is having it analyzed, but if it is, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I feel like I'm staring into space, and all I can see is darkness.
Take it easy. We'll work something out.
You know what? Larry, I have to do something to protect my children. I have to do something to protect Vicky against herself. But she's just going to deny it. You don't know this, but she damn near divorced me over this issue. She sees it as a betrayal.
Because she thinks she's all right, Clint. I don't know. If it is, she's gonna need treatment.
No, I am not going to have her committed to some hospital.
I didn't say that, but certainly she'll need extensive psychotherapy.
She'll refuse it. She'll just refuse it, Larry. I guarantee it.
Now, how can she refuse it in face of this new evidence?
Because she can't bear the idea that her illness has returned. And it's more than pride. It's a conviction on her part that she is a totally whole person. And I happen to agree with her, which is what makes this thing so hard.
When will the lab test be done?
Rafe's over there now. I guess about an hour.
All right, fine. Why don't we just wait until then? Let's put our heads together, do a little constructive thinking, and hopefully when the results come back, we won't need any of this.
Yeah. Well, let's go get those boxes. I don't want to leave Vicky and Jessica alone any longer than I have to.
All right.
So there you have it, Uncle.
So there you have it, Uncle. That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard in my life. Except for maybe Dorian sneaking into the crack factory. You know, I had no idea that you two were so much alike.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why you adore us both.
Don't get cute, Kate. Look, I'm telling you, this is not a game.
Well,
here.
world peace isn't a game. Nuclear disarmament is no game either. Earth Peace is not an organization made up of children, but a very serious, dedicated people.
Oh, that is obvious by the way you're masquerading around here as a terrorist. Look, Kate, this is my profession. I was briefed on this job here. All you did was sneak into your daddy's room and eavesdrop on a phone call and look in his briefcase and then take off down here.
John, we have the same goals here, to keep the microfilm out of the hands of terrorists who will only use it to cause more destruction.
You are causing twice as many headaches for me because now I have to worry about your life as well as mine.
John, why don't you try looking at it another way? We have the same objective, to get the microfilm and to get out of here alive.
My word, Kate, you don't have any experience in this.
John, you don't know what my experience is, okay? I'm not always searching for rare creatures on my journey, but I don't have time to fill you in on that now.
You know, we got two other problems here, too, on this island. I'm pretty sure that the guys that they're looking for and they want to kill are Tina and Cord Roberts. And they don't have any idea of the danger they're in.
Oh, we've got to warn them.
Unless Dimitri's men have found them and killed them already. Yeah. One of us does have to warn them.
Who knew that this fair would attract such a crowd like this? This may go on till midnight.
Well, good. I hope. Listen, we got to sell all this stuff so the money goes to the children's ward.
Yes. What? Yes, a book. This is book. Yes. You going to see it?
Lila?
Yes?
Where's Vicky and Mary?
Vicky took Jessica for a walk.
Didn't you hear what I said a while ago?
Clint, she took her out in the halls. The baby was getting fussy.
Oh, you're a big help. Thanks a lot.
Clint,
What was that all about?
I have no idea. He and Rafe have been acting very strange today.
Maybe Clint did discover the Nicky Smith wig after all.
There's a sample. There's my report.
That's what I had to know. Now, again, you'll keep this to yourself until I can explain it to you later, right?
Okay.
Thanks, Chris. I owe you one, man, huh?
Huh?
Too long a story to explain, Captain. I'm gonna go out and enjoy an afternoon with my family, huh? Catch you later.
Yeah, and I was just leaving.
You've been here an hour with Garrettson?
No, I just came back.
Why? All right, Chris, come on, tell your old captain. Why does Garrettson come in on his one day off to spend an hour with a guy who works in the lab?
But she acts like she remembers me.
She's a very clever baby, Leslie, but I don't think she's that clever.
You know, one question that's never been answered. Who goes through the greater trauma? The woman delivering or the baby being born?
And then a few short days later, to go through such another awful trauma. Oh, Jessica, my angel, do you have any idea how lucky we are?
And she was very well taken care of, yes. And so young that there won't be any scars.
No, only to the rest of the family.
How did Kevin and Joey take it?
Oh, they were very, very upset, very frightened. Although I guess in a way they really didn't fully comprehend it. I don't know. I guess all in all we got through it all right, but I don't think I could do it again.
Oh, hello. There you are.
Yes, sweetheart. Do you remember Leslie, don't you? She took care of us when Jessica was born.
Yes. Hi, Leslie. How are you? What are you doing out here?
I'm showing off the baby. And Leslie's wonderful. Jessica stopped fussing the instant she picked her up. Are Kevin and Joey still in the game, though?
Yes.
Did you need me for something?
Well, no, it's just, well, I'll tell you what it is. I'm still a little nervous having her out of my sight. I mean, well, it's her first time out of the house, you know.
I can understand that. But I'm sure soon you'll relax about taking her out in public.
Actually, since she was stolen out of our house, I feel better being in public with her. So where are the children? Where are they?
Oh, I stopped in to see them in the little game room there. They've run through their money, they ran through Kim's money, and we now own a little goldfish.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you know that little game where you throw little ping balls at little bowls of little goldfish?
How very fortunate that one of our children was clever enough to hit that.
Yeah, they're now working on another one, so that one won't be lonely.
How awful.
Just as I was leaving, Kevin informed me that they're going to be raffling off some little kittens. I pretended like I didn't hear him and just kept moving.
I tell you what, why don't we go back down there and then you can play Proud Papa, all right? Oh, come on, honey. Oh. come on, sweetie pie. Oh, that's my girl. That's my girl. That's my girl. Okay, honey. It's so good to see you again, Leslie.
You too, Vicky. Bring her back anytime.
You bet I will. Jessica, say bye-bye. Oh, you're trying. She's trying. Bye-bye. Come on, Angel, let's go.
Bye.
Oh, Clint.
Yes.
I just wanted to tell you how happy I am for you and your family.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Leslie.
Step back here.
Man.
What's wrong?
Look, Tina, I think our best bet is just to go back to the beach and build a signal fire. Now, come on, let's be headed back.
No, not yet. Just a little further, please.
No. Now, come on. Tina! Tina, what are you doing?
You want me? Come and get me.
Will you get back here, Tina? Now, come on, this is not some kind of a game.
Cord? Cord! Cord, hurry up. Come on, you gotta see this. Cord, hurry, you gotta see this. Come on.
Empty. Spread out. Up in the hills. Look everywhere. All right, come on, you go left.
Hey, sweetie, where's Clint?
Rafe, what's going on?
I asked you a simple question. Where's Clint?
Listen, you and I are about to have a very big fight if you don't stop treating me like a child and start answering my questions.
I can't explain now. I will later.
Those baseball cards. There were no baseball cards in that bag. Something's going on between you and Clint.
Delilah, I just said I'll explain it to you later. Please, honey, just trust me on this, okay?
Yes, sir. Clint went tearing out of here, angry at me, because I didn't have Vicky tied up to a chair.
Hey, you made it, just like you said, less than 2 hours.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that, huh?
Yeah, and you didn't even say hello to Sammy yet.
Yeah, I will in a second. Vicky, how would you like to give this to my daughter from your daughter?
Well, I'd be very happy to, Ray. Come on, Jessica, let's go give her a present. Let's go give Sammy a present.
Delilah, will you excuse us, please?
Tell me. And please tell me the answer is no.
I'm sorry, Clint. It breaks my heart, but the strands match. You're gonna have to face it. Nicky Smith is very much alive.
Dorian, we had an agreement. You weren't going to bother me about John anymore.
I know. I tried to stay away. I just couldn't. Have you had any news?
No, he is incommunicado.
But surely you have some way of reaching him.
We have our own ways of communicating.
And what about if he wants to reach you? What if he gets into trouble and he needs help?
He risked that going in, and it's about time you faced it, Dorian. Until this mission is over, John is on his own.
long. They've been in my bed for too long.
These things take time, Aggie. You don't resolve years of hatred in the blink of an eye.
It's all your fault. You put Johnny Rage and that woman in there for sport. It would amuse you to see him and his ex-lover kill each other.
Come here, my dear. Do you hear the sounds of homicide coming from that room? Perhaps they found a way of resolving their disputes under the covers? Why does that seem to upset you more than the prospect of their mutual death?
Good news, Carl. For the sake of the cause, or not as well as mine, we've reached an understanding.
Have you now?
Just what sort of understanding?
Johnny and I have decided to have a truce to our private war. Haven't we, Johnny?
It looks deserted.
Yeah?
Let's go find it.
Hey, no, wait a minute. Hello? Anybody home?
Cord, it's empty.
Well, yeah, it looks that way. Just let's make sure before we go busting into somebody's house here. Since when did you become such an authority on this island?
It just looks empty, that's all. Let's try the door.
I thought you wanted to talk.
I changed my mind. I gotta do some more thinking first.
We both agreed I had to have the contents of the valise you found in Vicky's car examined at the lab. And now we know the results. Clint, what is there to think about?
There's got to be another explanation, Rafe.
Well, then you tell me. The strands of red hair found in Jessica's crib match exactly to the wig we found in the valise. What other explanation is there?
You tell me. You're the cop. You tell me. Tell me what the hell I'm supposed to do next.
Well, I'll tell you what I have to do. I have to file an official report saying Jessica Ann Buchanan was kidnapped by Nikki Smith.
Why would Raven Clint rush off unless it had to do with the kidnapping? And Nikki Smith.
Hey, sir, what are you doing here?
Never you mind about me. Where's your son? And that thieving witch he calls his wife.
Oh, look. It's deserted, just like I thought. It's all ours. Good. Oh, wait a minute here. The electricity is supposed to be on.
It is?
Well, I mean, you know, a place is wonderful. You'd think it had electricity, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably some kind of an emergency generator around here someplace. I tell you, from the looks of things around here, this place is pretty lived in. And recently, too.
Yeah, look. Look at the whole box full of canned goods in there. Well, isn't that a stroke of luck?
Oh, yeah, it's perfect if you want to live on pork and beans the rest of your life.
Okay, so we don't have a local pizza parlor around the corner, honey. We can live on all this, right? And anything else we need, we can pluck from the trees or fish out of the sea.
Yeah, well, right now, I would settle for a couple of candles and a match. Why don't you help me try to find something like that?
Honey, you weren't supposed to be acting like this.
And just exactly how am I supposed to be acting, Tina?
Well, honey, of us to have adventure, right? Oh, well, this is the biggest adventure we've ever had. So isn't that wonderful?
What is so wonderful about being stranded in the middle of nowhere?
Well, because it's so romantic. I mean, this whole big island and just you and me. What else could two people ask for?
We could ask for some help, Tina. Look, I don't know where you got the idea that this is some big adventure, because it's not. We are in big trouble here. So you just better pray that somebody comes by to rescue us, and soon.
Honey, my prayers have already been answered. Look, you're standing right in paradise here. Can't you see? I mean, we are like Adam and Eve. And this is our own little Eden.
Yeah, well, as I recall, Adam and Eve had a serpent to contend with, too.
Honey, you always try to see the bad side of things. I mean, try to look at it this way. We're on this beautiful island. And there's nobody else but us.
Yeah, I know. And that is exactly what I'm afraid of.
To peaceful coexistence.
Well, I'll drink to that.
So will I.
Ajit?
Yes, of course. For two such mortal enemies, you've made peace rather easily.
Oh, well, we have the Colonel to thank for that.
I consider myself a man of peace.
And so you are, Colonel. By threatening to throw one of us off the island, we had to come to terms.
Yes, and I could hardly let Renata's petty lust for vengeance deprive me of the microphone.
And I couldn't let Johnny's foolish pride prevent me from winning the microphone.
And just who are you calling foolish?
Well, where do you get off calling me petty?
Oh, mine shots. I plan on owning the microfilm, not merely bidding for it.
Over my dead body.
Well, that can be arranged.
Enough of this. I thought I'd made myself perfectly clear. If you wish to remain on Devil's Claw, you must set your personal antagonisms aside.
Of course.
It won't happen again, Colonel.
I know it won't, because if it does, you will both be gone.
Renata, why don't we go for a walk on the beach? We can work out our peaceful coexistence.
My thoughts exactly.
Just one moment.
You heard the Colonel. We must try to get along. And I'm willing to go the extra mile.
Are you? It hardly sounds like the notorious Renata Schmidt one hears so much about.
One shouldn't believe everything one hears.
I know one easy way for you to prove who you really are.
I don't have to prove anything.
Renata Schmidt bears a tattoo just below her left shoulder. A tattoo of a black widow spider.
Ah, yes. I remember reading that in the dossier.
Really, Colonel, this is absurd. I am Renata Schmidt.
So you say. But there's nothing absurd about my Agrippina's intuition. It saved my life on more than one occasion. So why don't you just show us the tattoo?
Some things a woman only shows her closest friends, and I do not count this group among them.
Stay right where you are. Go on, Ajit. If she doesn't show us herself, then we must see for ourselves.
What choice do I have, Clint? I've already gone against department procedures. I've told you the lab results before telling Captain Moore. And now that we know the results, there are rules I have to follow.
And I wouldn't ask you to break any rules. The last thing I want you to do is risk your badge, Ray.
It's not like I don't want to help. I mean, if there was some other way, any way to stop from filing that report, you know I'd do it.
I know that. But Vicky needs another kind of help now, Ray. She needs professional help.
Oh, you've always been able to talk to Vicky. I'm sure you can make her see it's for her own good.
Well, I wish I shared your confidence, but I don't. Not these days. Look, Rafe, I'm not asking you to suppress your report. But can you just hold off submitting it?
Oh, Clint, please don't ask me to do that.
24 hours, Rafe. Rafe, just 24 hours. One day, long enough for me to get some therapy for my wife. One day. Now, is that so much to ask?
Clint, I don't care how you sugarcoat it. You're asking me to put my badge on the line.
As far as I know, Cord and Tina went somewhere on vacation. I don't know where, and I don't know why. Believe it or not.
You're in with her on this, aren't you? She's cutting you in for a slice of the deal.
Deal? What deal? What are you talking about?
My money. Cord made a big show of wanting to give it all back. Every damn dollar for every acre of land I gave him.
That wasn't a show. Cordetto couldn't live with himself knowing that money came from you.
Oh, he can't live with himself, but he can live with Tina, huh? I'll tell you, honey, he gave me a check that bounced higher than a pogo stick.
I don't believe that.
It's Tina. That's her style, honey. Please, tell me where they are. I want to tell my grandson what a she-wolf he married.
Money, 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 money. Is that all you can think about?
Maria! We're talking millions of dollars.
We are talking about my son. If what you say is true, Cordero may never find out the truth.
That's why we have to find the Maria before Tina spends all that money.
I don't care about your money. I care about my son. Now get out.
I'm going to find the Maria with or without your help.
Good. Get out.
I'm going, lady. I can see which side of the family court gets his sense of honor. Sure as hell isn't yours. You're keeping half the money for yourself, aren't you, lady? You know, you're as bad as that snake, Tina.
Get out of here.
Honey, did you take a good look up there, huh? Come here. Did you see the banana trees and the orchids blooming and the warm tropical breezes? Honey, you call this living hard? I mean, really. You'd have to learn to take advantage of what's there. And I think that I, myself, am the perfect person to teach you.
You've got incredible time, and you know that, Tina?
What?
Look, sitting around here is not going to get us rescued. It's not going to happen all by itself.
Honey, I don't want to be rescued right now, do you?
Yes, Tina, I do. Come on, look, honey, we have got to do something. Now, I'm going to start looking around for some signal flares or something that can help us get out of here.
Why do you always have to be so practical?
Girl, these candles are not going to last forever, and pretty soon it's going to get dark out there, so we better start looking for that emergency generator, too.
Well, maybe we'll just have to make our own electricity.
And maybe we should look for the generator, all right? And we don't want to be stuck here for the rest of our lives, do we?
Dorian, I simply cannot tell you any more about this project. It is labeled top secret. That means secret. Besides, you really don't have that much to worry about. One of the reasons we selected John for this mission is because of his survival skills.
And also his resemblance to a certain terrorist named Johnny Rage.
Where on earth did you get that information?
I, too, have my sources.
Well, you'd better keep that information to yourself if you want him to stay alive.
You know I do.
All right, then. I'll tell you one thing further. The real Johnny Rage is in prison in West Berlin, and as long as he stays put, John's cover is perfectly safe. Now, that's it. I've told you more than I'm authorized to.
Thank you for being open with me. I know you had no reason to be.
Well, I can't blame you for the mess Jamie's gotten himself into.
I'm more worried about his parents.
Thank you. We're holding up all right, considering our son's just been indicted for murder.
As a member of the media, I should warn you. Publicity's only going to get worse as his trial approaches.
I know. I've been trying to ignore the headlines. I just hope that the judge gives us the change of venue. You know, I really don't think Jamie can get a fair trial here. Excuse me. Charles Sanders here. What happened? He was spotted where, in Frankfurt? But how? I don't want excuses, I want... No. You find him quickly, and get back to me.
That call has something to do with John, doesn't it?
Dorian, there's some things I have to do right now.
You just wait a minute. Talking about Frankfurt, finding somebody. Tell me what's going on. This Johnny Rage. He's escaped, hasn't he?
Asking a lot, but I don't know where else to turn. Can you give me the 24 hours?
You know, every now and then you gotta ask yourself what comes first. The badge or your family. With me, family wins. You got your 24 hours?
Thanks, Earl, thanks.
But this time tomorrow, you understand, I go to Captain Moore and tell him everything I know about Nicky Smith.
I understand that. I understand. There's one thing that's really worrying, you know. If Nicky finds out that I'm trying to help Vicky...
Well, you think she might make a run for it?
Well, she has before. And this time she could take the baby.
Well, now that the baby's back, the captain's called off the 24-hour watch on land fare. I can't very well ask him to put the men back without telling him everything.
What about What about some off-duty cops? Could you call in enough favors to get us a 24-hour watch on Lanford?
Let me give it a try.
You know, if you had, once you get your men watching the house, then they can follow Vicky if she leaves with the baby. I suppose I better tell Heron and Kim about the plan, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't tell them too much. We don't want Vicky walking around picking up suspicion in everyone's eyes, right?
Once your fellas are watching the house, I'm going to contact a psychiatrist that is familiar with Vicky's case.